Alright, we're back with more Dreamfall chapters. We're going to try to finish book 3 here. Let's start up. We had done the very beginning of it, a conversation with Kian, Alvane, and the squirrel girl? What's her actual name? Inu, something like that? No. Zoe's in a coma again. The communist hot dog girl blew herself up. Shit's not looking great. Inu, that's right. Go to the Rooster and Kitten. What a name for a bar. Pretty cool looking creature.
It's surprisingly quiet out. Usually these
Super
tables
quiet.
are busy until late at night. Granted, it is chilly and damp. Everyone's probably inside, carousing.
Turn it up a bit. If it's still too quiet, let me know.
It'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about. But I do get to operate in peace. Are those yams? No, they're only apples.
Kian likes yams.
Barrel bobbing. There's a tradition we also have in Azadir. Of course, we didn't use apples. We used nettles. They stung fiercely, and the children would cry. It was enjoyable. A pumpkin.
It was enjoyable.
An odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Okay. It's basically Arcadia Halloween. Got it.
Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot.
We all going to do the same thing, right?
Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at night. You can pass, but you need to answer questions.
It's fair. To go in from a different direction, let's see. Shit got real last episode.
Go on now, nothing to see here.
Yes, sir. The idea that Kian is disappointed at being apples instead of yams. What's up?
My veil won't work if I approach the guards and speak to them. They'll see me, and they'll have questions.
It's fair. I kind of remember it, but everything's blocked off. Maybe I can go in this way. It should be off here to the right. Yeah.
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed. Oh, goddess, forgive me, I keep doing that.
I like how they're going a little silly with Kian now. We spent enough time with him that it's okay.
You see that gentleman sitting over there?
Yeah, it's the Rooster and Kitten.
Don't look, you simpletons. Balance. You lot don't know much about subterfuge, do you? That man's an Azadi mechanic. He drinks here most nights, but I didn't know that part until I overheard him speaking to his friend earlier about the pipes. Seems that with the pipe network up and running, there's a lot of tinkering to be done. Our man over there carries a tool to open maintenance hatches.
If we can get inside a hatch...
We can maybe figure out what they're using the pipes for. That's brilliant, Ulvik.
So we slit his throat and dump him in the bay.
No.
Not in my bar, you won't.
If they
Slow
find
your
out
roll.
we've taken his tools, the information could turn out to be useless. No. We need to...
Borrow his tools, open one of those pipes to have a look-see, and put the tools back before he notices. And that was probably what you were going to say when I interrupted you. Sorry.
If you can do it without him noticing, I won't stop you. But if the Azadi ever suspect that I'm collaborating with the Resistance...
That will not happen, Ulvik.
So what do we do, Kian?
Ulvik brought this to our attention. It's only fair that I include him in the decision.
It's fair.
What do you think, Ulvik?
Me? Well, I think you three are resourceful in different ways. Instead of bickering about what to do, which is what usually happens, why not split up? There's every chance that one of you will come up with something that doesn't involve murder, the total destruction of my pub, or blowing my cover.
I
There's a
agree.
chance.
We can't take too long. That man won't stay here forever.
He's on his second drink. He usually doesn't leave until he's had at least 3. And I can offer a few on the house to make him stay longer.
It's decided then. We'll meet again here later this evening.
Winner buys around for everyone. No? No? It's not very motivating? Okay.
Find a way to incapacitate the pipe maintenance worker.
I should be getting
Ulvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele. And I'm sure he's happy about that. He's a mechanic, working on the pipe network.
Work
And he has a workbox
required
with
to keep the
tools.
network running smoothly. Oh, the engineering's good, but the assembly...
We need to get a hold of his tools in order to access a
Don't
maintenance
put
hatch in
military
the
men
pipe
on a
network.
civilian job, is all I'm saying. This requires fine skill, not brute force.
Sup?
Da.
Lyle, what do you want? Oh, I thought you were one of them. You know, the magicals.
Yeah.
Goddess knows
Things
why
have
there's still
changed.
magicals in the city. I thought they'd been deported. All of them. Never mind. Take a seat, man, and I'll buy you a drink. Where you from? You sound Azad.
My apologies, I need to be elsewhere.
Oh,
Not Azadi.
right. Next time.
They appear to be having a good time. Well deserved, too. They're good people. Bless
Those
their
are,
generous hearts.
Kickstarter
The
backers.
worst thing is crawlers in the tubes.
A workbox.
What do you call
That's
them
probably
here?
where a mechanic would keep his tools.
Rats. Had to
I wish
clean
them
out
all
rat
the happiness
gizzards
in the
from a
world.
junction last week.
It's cute.
Shadow take me, what a mess that was. See, once the blood and
Have you
guts
found
get
anything
into
yet?
I'm working on it.
Enno and Likho are still out looking. And you're not. You should get to it.
It's a full day, that does. I wish they put some sort of
Ulvik told me
safeguards
once
in
of the
place.
legend of the onyx
There are
cockerel,
rats
high
crawling
king of all
all over
cocks.
this goddess-forsaken city.
This
You know how many
proud
times
fowl
I've
came to the
seen
aid
a
of its
crawler
owner when he
in
was set
today?
upon by rabid man-eating
None.
owls.
None
Unfortunately,
is
the
the
poor
times.
cockadoodle was torn to shreds. Owls. Light. Sharks of the skies. Their thirst for human blood is legendary. Ulvik told me once of the legend of the onyx cockerel, high king of all
The
cocks.
black cock. It's pretty great. Is that a fake training video?
What can I do for you, friend?
Maybe a little oil?
Buy me a drink and I'll tell you my life story. Or buy me 2, you can tell me yours. Or buy me 3 and anything goes.
I'm not here to speak with strangers. I'm here to drink foreign drinks with exotic fruits in them. Are you trying to ask me up for a dance? A kiss? A quick grope in a dark corner? Come on, use your tongue, man.
At least they're not a raucous or unruly lot. Ulvik keeps them in check.
Mercurius just look the same without the magic ghetto. Shh. What?
This proud fowl came to the aid
there's
of its
another one
owner when he was
upstairs.
set upon by rabid man-eating owls. Unfortunately, the poor cockadoodle was torn to shreds.
It's rough without magicals.
Let's try looking around outside. I think I might just need to buckle down and
Who's there?
get an actual mixer for my desk instead of using headphone splitters for everything, because this, you guys can't hear it, but there's a constant buzzing noise in my
Those who
ear.
can shut their doors at night and find peace inside. But that's why we fight, so that they can shut their doors and forget.
I remember it actually shut the stream down a few years ago because I thought it was going to come through to stream. I didn't realize it was. I didn't realize that like the motherboard itself could interfere with the signal on aux cables if you have too much going on. You can try to get shielded cables. You could try to like wrap them in tin foil and stuff, but at some point it gets to be too much.
Someone.
They're keeping Ireed Avenue closed at night, and the Tower Square remains inaccessible until next week's ceremony.
Way to incapacitate the worker. So, I don't think there's anywhere else that I can go to that's indoors. I can do a quick hop around. Olvik made it sound like I needed to go outside to pull
There's
this
food
off.
left on the table.
So I'll look around a little bit. I always go in and just try to take it and see what happens.
The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival tradition.
Totally not Halloween, got it.
This pipe has a hinged panel in it, but I'll
That's
need a
where
tool to open it.
Eventually gonna go, once we actually get his tools, got it. Kitty.
That's probably a maintenance hatch.
Multiple hatches.
Locked.
Got it. This is the pipe network they've been... I think you started seeing these all the way back in Dreamfall.
Stacks of hay to represent the Harvest Festival, the reaping.
The Longest Journey, the second game.
A pumpkin, an odd vegetable, native to the Northlands. We have nothing like it in Azadir. Enu told me some believe the wreaths protect homes from Yaga, the Wicker Witch. You put a wreath on your door to show that you've made proper offerings.
Baba Yaga. This is a
This
familiar
is an
house.
historical landmark of some sort. Shepard
Yeah.
mentioned the name Abnaxus,
The guy that
an ambassador of the Vanar, she said.
sees time differently,
It's
non-linearly.
locked. I could probably force it open, but I have no business in there.
Really like how they've recreated a lot of the elements from the first two games. They look good. This the second one was pretty fully formed on the whole, but the first game, you kind of had to use your imagination for a lot of things. Alright, I don't have any breadcrumbs as to where to go, and I can't go into the town at all as far as I can tell, so...
Since the raid on Old Town, they've sectioned off more of the city at
I might
night.
head back to the
You
bar
can
and see if I can
pass, but you
directly
need to
take the
answer
tools.
questions.
I did find a couple hatches while I was out here, so that's good. I don't think it would already take into account the fact that I inspected some of
They've
this
put
earlier.
up ornaments all over town for the Festival of Reaping. Harvest
There's
season
official
is important
Azadi
to the
business going on
Northlands.
here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
They're building bonfires for Reap Moon's Eve next week.
I guess I'll ask,
Surprisingly quiet out. Usually these tables are busy until late at night.
do I need to
Granted,
find
it
an
is
object
chilly
from
and damp.
outside the bar, or talk to a
Everyone's
person, or
probably
trigger an event
inside,
flag from outside the bar, or can I
carousing.
solve this with my current tools?
A crate full of angled pipe sections. Elbows, if I'm not mistaken. Pipe sections. Surplus or spare parts, I imagine.
There's an object I have to find outside of the bar. Okay. Can you narrow down the search area at all? Is it in this bigger area near the locked gates, or is it more in like the town square area down here with the fountain?
If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
Still have the potion.
It'd be easier to walk around unnoticed if there were more people about. But I do get to operate in peace. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen if you put up a wreath without making an offering. Nothing good, I'm sure. Yaga comes and admonishes the children, maybe?
So not the town square area out here?
The children appear particularly excited about the reaping. I've tasted the yams. I completely understand.
Felt pretty good about these pipe sections, but doesn't look like I can loot them.
Goat eats leaves. Goat falls asleep. Interesting. Goat eat... Wait. I remember someone talking about this a while back. The mole, was it? What was that herb the mole spoke of? Evensong. This must be it. It's an opiate. Consume enough and you fall asleep.
Got it.
What exactly are you doing to that goat?
Is the redhead lady?
Wait, does this have anything to
is.
do with why you rejected me? Goats? Honestly?
What do you mean by goats and honestly? I don't understand your words, woman.
Hey, I'm not judging anyone. I'm just surprised is all.
Where have you been this past month?
Away. Far away. Travelling, so... This goat, what's going on here?
It's rebel business.
Clearly. How's that working out for you? Are you one of them now?
Basically.
I'm atoning for my sins.
Right. But you are enjoying it.
I don't enjoy fighting my own people.
Well, you seem to be good at it. Word is the Resistance is gaining support, that people have hope now that you're there.
I'm doing what I can to help.
I heard you went the extra mile to extract information from our vile little Azadi officer.
Oops.
I'm glad
Red
he suffered.
flag.
Maybe it would have been better to kill him, but a source inside the tower? Could be useful. And you got the information you needed. Your people fled Old Town in time, even if it meant the Azadi met no resistance.
Stabbed his foot.
At least that explosive spell tore off a few limbs and heads.
What do you want?
Nothing. Nothing. I saw you. It's been a while. I wanted to say
I wanted to summarize your choices from the previous book.
This. The one-sided conversations, the sullenness and suspicion. I've come to enjoy it quite a bit. Anyway, goats?
We have a lead on the pipes.
Oh, that explains everything. I'll leave you to it then. I'm going to the Rooster later tonight. I need to speak with Ulvik. Maybe I'll see you there.
Hey, sir, how you been?
This is what I love about you, Kian. You're such a people person.
Rug get. Perfect. These are mostly good, good words. Oh, cool. Nice. Yo.
This is Evensong. It works on goats.
Well, then it should work on the Azadi too, eh?
Great. Here at the Rooster and Kitten innuendo-laden bar.
One more ale on the house, Star.
Ah, what a lovely head. This one smells different.
I didn't hear the goats.
Malty,
Just didn't
sweet.
see
It's
them there.
almost like the sugar ale from Southern as a Day. Now, this is a brew.
I just didn't see that it was an explorable
like
region.
home, this does. It brings tears to my eyes. It is simply
Perfect. Pipe tool. Perfect. Oh, and a maintenance map. That's helpful.
Don't take too long out there. If he wakes up without his tools, there'll be questions, and I won't have any good answers.
This is one of those things that probably makes more sense with hindsight once you actually already know the solution and how it was supposed to have been signposted, because, like, how do we get the guy's tools? Well, it doesn't necessarily mean putting him to sleep. It could just be getting him so drunk that he passes out. Could be, you know, finding an NPC who tricks him. It could be bringing a pipe to him and asking him questions about it. It could be finding a broken hatch and saying, hey, there's a hatch out there. You should go investigate. Right? Like, any number of things, it all makes sense. The goats make sense too once you know, actually find the leaf, but it's a question of, did you stumble in that corner in time or not?
Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it.
Oh, it's pneumatic tubes.
There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube. A tool for opening the maintenance hatches in the pipes. I'll need to return this before the mechanic wakes. If I don't, he'll raise the shadow itself to get it back. A tool for opening the maintenance hatches in the pipes. It's a map of the pipe network, with maintenance hatches marked in red.
It's also out here, if I recall correctly.
It won't budge. It needs a special tool to open.
Which I have.
There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab.
Can I use a tool to grab it? We just have to time it. Let's try.
I'll lose my fingers if I try and grab it. It's solid, and it's swift.
Alright, so I need some kind of other tool to be able to block it. I do need another object to do this one, right? Here we go. Pipe section. Let me examine these.
It's a pipe section. An elbow, I believe it's called in the parlance of metal artisans. It's a pipe section. An elbow. This is what's called an arm.
An L
in the
unit.
parlance of the metal artisans.
Without it, space travel is but the fever dreams of a madman. That's not an L. Unless if you count lowercase. You know we don't. Cute. Oh, I thought it was like a piece of paper. Okay, now I understand why he was going to lose his arm. Metal sphere.
Where did the orb come from? I should investigate where this pipe leads, hopefully to some answers.
Follow the pipes. Pipe section back.
These orbs rattle through the pipes like bullets through barrels.
They're for message delivery.
Light for a metal ball. And these markings and studs, they're highly intricate. It's a beautifully crafted device.
Oh, they move them from the docks. Interesting. Alright, it's witness time. Follow the wire. Pipe.
I need to find a way into that building tonight.
That's going to be tricky.
There's official Azadi business.
Get back to the bar really quick. There's a scarecrow, okay. It's like, who's that person? Let me go put the tool back.
Without that proud cock and the delightful little puss riding on it, the Resistance would be in a dark place indeed.
Yo.
Alvik is a good man. I enjoy his company. He's true to his word. I trust him with my life and consider him a friend.
You should get on with it. The Evensong's potent, but he will wake up before the night's over.
Hey, I was able to put it back. That's nice.
Hey. Hey! He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong.
Presumably I don't need it again since I can't take it back out. Okay, cool.
He's out like an Irradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it. The room has eyes.
Thought maybe there'd be a
Alvik doesn't have the most sophisticated or upscale clientele.
hint of what to do back
I'm sure he's
here.
happy about
I'll
that.
go back towards where the building was now. I did put the tool back though, so that's
Take
good.
a look around you. Is this the best place to live?
Well, we have lost something, haven't we? Is this town really better off without magicals?
Traditional Reap Moon snacks. Roasted apples, salted yams, sweet roots, pungent fermented snapjaw eggs. I won't say no to a tasty bit of yam.
Following multiple characters, there's Kian Alvane is a character in Arcadia, which is the magic world.
delicious.
He loves himself some yams. He is from an anti-magic faction called the Azadi, and was sent here to this part of Marcuria to persecute magicals. But he met the protagonist of the first game, April Ryan, and kind of had a change of heart when he realized that his faith was kind of a lie. But then it turned out that he led the Azadi to April, and they killed April. Like, April actually died at the end of the second game. They had a funeral for her in this one and everything, so that happened. Then he went to jail, and while he was in jail, some magicals busted him out of prison and told him to join the resistance because he didn't really have a choice. And we're now several weeks / months into him being a member of the resistance. So right now our objective is we're trying to sabotage the Azadi because they're racist fascists. And we're checking out this pneumatic tube network to try to figure out what they're up to. It looks like they're using it for passing messages along, would be my guess. I don't know how to get in just yet. Simultaneous to this story in Stark, which is the, not the real world, but the, like, logic, science, dystopian cyberpunk future world, Zoe Castillo was involved in a bunch of shenanigans. She's the protagonist from the second game. Let's see if there's a way to get in over here that maybe I missed before.
Honor Hilaris has posted these bills everywhere. He's serious about his run for office. Under his leadership, the City Watch will fester and rot.
Were you here when we had that horrible mess the other day?
I don't think so.
Well, one of them, what are they called? Them ground crawlers.
Rats?
That's it, rats. One of them rats got into the pipes. Whoop! Got sucked right into the engine.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good.
Light, what a bloody mess. Literally. Guts, bones, hair, blood everywhere had to shut things down. And it was us who had to clean it. Engineers wouldn't touch it, said their hands are too valuable. I guess ours aren't.
It's a soldier's lot, isn't it? We do the grunt work. That's how it goes.
Well, I guess they think cleaning out rat guts is more important than us keeping watch and protecting them engineers in there.
Guess so.
There's official Azadi business.
So, let me see. Do you have a journal, or maybe that's only Zoe that has that. I can recap more Zoe stuff once we, like, actually get to back to her. But she's in Cyberpunk World, and the fallout from the second game is that the magical headsets, they're not magical, I guess they're kind of magical. There's VR headsets that people can use to kind of get lost in, they're called the dream world. And people get addicted to them like drugs. So there's a bunch of people like strewn about that are just addicted to these headsets and don't live in the real world anymore. And Zoe helped to uncover a conspiracy about it, but she lost her memory in the process. And she doesn't remember that she's able to naturally dream and like astral project into Arcadia. I don't think she's been here at all yet. I think everything she's been doing has been in Stark. I can put a regular pipe on this one, since I haven't done anything with this one.
There's air flowing from right to left, like a tempest in a tube.
Nothing to do with this one.
This is what's called an arm, in the parlance of the metal artisans.
I can't combine any of these.
It's a map of the
I
pipe
think it's
network,
just 2 access points,
marked
right?
in red.
So they go around the petrified tree. There's nothing on the back. We're done with the goats.
They can't be wild goats, not in the middle of Mercuria. But who owns them? The city?
Able to get more of that.
Maybe
That's
this
good.
is how they keep the grass in the green trimmed.
I don't know to what end, though. Product's still shipped in the end.
Evensong, a herb that makes the wakeful sleep.
Might involve using it to knock out the people inside the building, but that doesn't seem like you can just like use the Evensong right out to do that. I don't think I'm allowed to use anything with this panel anymore. I think I'm done with it.
There's a powerful wind blowing from right to left, and it carries something with it. Too quick to see, too fast to grab. That didn't accomplish anything. Whatever's in there just bounces off the pipe.
So the regular pipe does nothing here. I need to have the L pipe.
I envy those who can shut their doors at night and find peace inside. But that's why we fight. So that they can shut their doors and forget.
Let me see if the Evensong does anything if I go back and talk to Ulrich again. The fact that I was able to collect a second one is suspicious.
Kian.
Oh, hey. Progress.
So
what's up,
we
dude?
meet again, Azadi. Prepare your blade for battle.
Goddess, it's late, boy. You should be in bed.
So should you. What you doing now? Chasing rats?
I'm too busy to be talking to the boy, and he really shouldn't be out. The streets aren't safe for magicals. The boy appears genuinely interested. I've been told this is rare in children. Perhaps I shouldn't discourage him. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Are you that hungry? Rats taste like sewage. Trust me, you're better off eating table scraps.
I'm not eating the rat. I need it for... It's work-related. It is.
Okay, well, don't let me keep you from your rats.
Are you just going to sit there?
It's not every night I get a chance to watch you catch a rat.
Fair point.
Hey, more yams.
Yams. A few weeks ago, I'd never tasted yams. Now I can't get enough. I'm a budding yam aficionado.
Hey. Infinite yams.
These delicious things must hail from the western slopes of the first mountain. Who knew a thing that grows in the earth could taste so heavenly? I love yams. There it is, the truth laid bare for all to hear. These delicious things must hail from the western slopes of the first mountain.
I'm sure
Who
the
knew a
magic
thing that grows in the earth
all
could
your
taste
hard
so
work
heavenly?
running after rats. I know I do.
He never listens. He's risking his life being out in the open like this. But what can I do? I was the same at his age. It's a leftover cheese and meats plate. I've dined here. The food's good. I would never have left any bits uneaten.
Cheesy
I
bits.
recognize this cheese. It's made from pungent Elgwyn milk, fermented in wooden vats in the salt caves by the sea.
Can I combine it with the yam? Okay, no. Can I combine it with one of these things? Hey! Here you go, rats.
Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all. They won't come close as long as I'm standing here.
Yeah, right.
Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving. A comatose ground crawler. Just what I need.
Perfect. Oh, wow.
You got
Sleepy
it.
rat.
I really didn't think you would. I'm impressed. Well, that was fun. What's next?
Next, you go home and stop distracting me, or I'll tell the other street urchins you have fleas.
I have no home. You know that. I sleep in the cellar of the Rooster and Kitten.
Good. It's the safest place around. So go back to your cellar and keep your head down. If I see you again tonight...
Please, got it. I'm sleepy anyways. That's why I'm going back. Not because you're telling me to.
And don't throw pebbles at Azadi soldiers.
Get more cheese for later, just in case. You never know. Yams hype. assume I can run into them now.
He's out like an Iradian soldier on Rose Eve. You can grab his toolbox now, but be subtle about it.
I already
The
did.
room has eyes.
I'm surprised there's still comments on that. Can I can't do anything with this workbox, right? Oh, I can put the map back. Oh. Oh. I'm a Chivo for that.
He's dead to the world, knocked out by Evensong. Hey. Hey!
He's out like an air.
Bip should be down here, but I don't think I'm allowed to go down there. It doesn't look like it.
Ulvik's provided Bip with a cot down there, among the wine caskets and beer barrels. I believe the boys acquired a taste for strong drink.
Huh, I was really expecting to run into somebody here, but I guess the rat must be necessary.
Shh. It's a ground crawler, a snake tail, a brown fur, a street pigeon, a rat.
Street pigeon.
Beloved child has many names. Soundly trounced. I hold in my hand a sleeping rat. I hope I don't have to hold it much longer.
I hear that.
I believe this thing is either in a very deep coma, or the Evensong killed it. I trust the latter.
The rat physics, man.
It's a ground crawler, a snake tail, a brown fur, a street pigeon.
Terrified of rats and mice.
Beloved child has many names.
We had an issue last summer where there was like a mouse or a rat in our walls, and I could hear it scritching. Never made it into the house, thankfully. I don't know if just the existence of our cats helps to deter it or something, but... I didn't realize they changed Kian's voice actor. I don't think I would mind a fancy rat, like if somebody owned a pet rat or something, but... Oh, Hawk from Dragon Age, no kidding. Alright, throw baby. Use new item with access point. That poor rat.
Shadow, what was that noise? What's going on? Light. Not this again.
Looks empty. There's a strong current of air flowing through it.
Rat? Yeah, I think I associate rats like being in your house or mice being in your house with like the way I grew up, which was in a kind of a hoarder house, and the fear of like going to pour your cereal and seeing that there's been a hole chewed in the bag and there are like mouse poops in the pantry. Oh god, it's making me ill just thinking about it.
You're a ghost.
They're keeping Ireed Avenue closed at night, and the Tower Square remains inaccessible until next week's ceremony.
Like, I will leap 50 feet in the air if I encounter a mouse in the wild. I'd probably be fine with, like I said, like someone's pet mouse. That wouldn't affect me at all. Yeah. It didn't help that one day my neighbor came up to me and was like, have you guys had pack rats in your house? And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, we have this really bad problem. We keep getting pack rats in our pantry. And I'm like, you've picked the wrong person to tell about this.
There's official Azadi bit.
The pipe carrying the metal orb leads into that building. I knew it was important.
Oh, does it need to be in the other pipe? Maybe. Thought it was going to distract those guards. I have to kill another rat? Oh, I'm so sad. But I don't wanna.
Here's some particularly potent cheese. Filthy shadow spawn. Eat it. Eat it all.
What we call rats shadow spawn.
Is it breathing? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a rat, and it's not moving.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, when I say I'm afraid of mice and rats, I'm not like calling for their extinction or anything. It's an irrational fear. I've told Andrea that if I ever like open our pantry and there have been, well, other than our cats, because our cats definitely get into the pantry and fucking eat shit in there all the time. Ben got into the pantry the other day and ate an enormous amount of Temptations, like cat dessert snacks. Him and Marty had their fill. But if I ever went in there and saw like a mouse had chewed into a cereal box or something, I think I would just die. I would just stop living.
It was a squishy sound.
I think if we got bed
like...
bugs, I feel the same way about that.
You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Shut a damn ground crawlers.
I guess it's on us to clean up the mess.
That bloody engineer in there's not going to do it. So yeah, it's on us.
Right. Well, let's get to it. No time like the present.
I think he's just deeply dedicated and persistent to being a troublemaker. Like, that's what's shocking is, you know, we have child locks on the pantry to keep him from getting in, and we lock them 99% of the time, but I have every single time we forget to lock it, he always gets in there, which suggests to me that he's just going over there and checking constantly. You're just seeing, taking a look just in case. Takes his job seriously. Oh shit. So the Azadi are kind of like Stark in Arcadia, kind of. Airships and steampunk stuff. It's a cool room.
I wonder what'll happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. Oh, that's ominous. I wonder what'll happen when I push one of these knobs. Oh, that's ominous. I don't know what these are, but they put me in mind of a lady's vanity, except with knobs. Lots and lots of knobs.
Knobs
More
instead
of
of
the metal
shelves.
machines that have been put up all over town. But these look different. Bigger, shinier, more modern. He's one of the people who work here. I've noticed others like him entering and exiting. They're odd-looking. I recognize instruments such as these from cloud ships. Gauges and meters for reading things like pressure, height, and humidity. Why would they need that here, on the ground? There's mathematics on that board.
Oh!
So,
You're not supposed to be here. This place is for engineers only. Please leave or I'll be forced to call the guards. I have a very loud voice when I'm scared.
One sound, and you'll be standing on the slopes of the first mountain, yelling at clouds.
Goddess. No problem. I'll be quiet as a... You're from Azadir. I've seen your profile in embroideries. I never forget a nose. You're the Apostle. Apostle Elvane. You're famous.
Maybe once. Now I'm just Kian. Your turn.
My turn what?
Your name. Who are you?
Ferdows. I'm Ferdows, lead engineer.
This guy's a real character.
What do you do?
Don't you know? I thought you would have known. You know, from back when you were... I'm in charge of the team that encodes the spheres that make the engine tick.
What engine?
The engine that... you know, the engine. There's only one engine.
So it's a cool kind of like...
the entire city. It's what all the pipes are connected
mechanical
to.
computer. That's fun.
Didn't they tell you anything when you were... you know, before you were a traitor?
Assume that I know nothing. What is this engine for?
The engine calculates. That's why they call it the calculating engine. Big numbers, complex equations. My team, we give the engine instructions about how and what to calculate. This is called coding.
I understood none of that.
It's fun.
You can't be here. You're a fugitive, and this is a restricted zone. That's like 2 things that mean you shouldn't be here, and I could probably think of more if you need me to.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are 2 things that count in your favor. Granted.
Yeah.
So
what
what
he
does
says
this
steampunk calculator.
engine
It's
do?
pretty cool.
What's its purpose?
Stuff like this in Disco
really
Elysium
not
too.
supposed
I
to.
like weird takes on computers.
Right. Bigger and sword. As I said, it calculates. I mean, it does more than that, but that's what it was built to do. Its core functionality. It adds, subtracts, multiplies numbers. Big numbers. And it does things
Big
with those
high-effort
numbers.
Minecraft calculator.
Have you ever watched the stars in the sky at night?
I'm not just a man with a sword.
Of course. And you've seen how those stars move across the sky. Using a calculating engine, we can actually track those stars and predict where they're going to be in a year from now, or a century, or where they were a century ago.
I like calling it a calculating engine
tracking
too.
Stars.
Well, we're not. I mean, it's just an example. We're not actually tracking stars. I mean, sure, we could if we wanted to, but... we're tracking dreams.
Oh.
Dreams are very complex.
Interesting.
Which is why we need a big engine with lots of ticking parts to make complex calculations and predictions.
Right, so the part about not just being a man with a sword, assume that's all I am and start over.
Yes.
It's a neat way to tie together the Arcadia and Stark
those
stories.
pipes crisscrossing the city, they're sort of like speaking tubes, connecting 100 sage masters, each with his or her own field of specialty.
So, it's like a university.
Well, I guess. Yes. Yes, this is a good comparison. A whole city filled with clever brains. The spheres pass messages between the different masters, and between them and us. We write messages, and we interpret messages. We tell the individual brains what to think about, and then they do the thinking and report
It's
back
kind of
to
cool
us.
to use pneumatic tubes
This allows
to
us
pass
write ever more
variables
complex messages
between
until
modules.
finally, we have the code we need, the ultimate message. That one we send to the tower.
Why?
Because that's where the biggest brain of them all is located. This is the hub of the pipe network, the engine's core, its heart, the nucleus of the meta... Well, you understand. The fact is, this is the most advanced and scientific task anyone's ever taken on, and we're doing it. You should be proud.
Why are you doing it?
Because.
Well, I don't quite know. Because we can.
Sounds like Los Alamos.
Because no one else can. Because the Prophet told us to, and gave us the tools to do it.
So, you don't know what it's for?
I write the instructions.
Probably is inspired by
I'm the man
Manhattan
in the middle.
Project.
Someone tells me what they need, and I tell the engine how to compute the answer. This is my job.
Who knows what the engine is for?
The Six, probably. The Prophet, certainly. Emissary Sahya, I would imagine. This is above my pay grade.
Above your...
I was hired to write instructions for the engine and compute the spheres, not to ask questions. And not to answer yours either, Mir. You really should go before someone comes. We'll both be in terrible trouble. They usually check on me all the time. I wonder why they haven't.
I still don't understand. Why build all of this here in Mercuria? Why not in Sahya?
Because of the tower and what's below it. Vast eddies of, meta-energies.
Meta... Do you mean magic?
Magic?
Not his soul, his life
Magic.
force.
Of course
it's
not
scientific.
Magic. This engine is the opposite of magic. It's the culmination of everything Azadir has strived for these last 100 years. An end to chaos and uncertainty. An end to superstition and irrationality. An end to magic. When the engine's fully operative and the programming complete, we won't need sorcerers or witchcraft anymore. We'll be able to do anything we want. With science. Reshape reality. Rewrite the laws of the cosmos. Remove death and disease. Poverty
something
and warfare.
sufficiently advanced technology,
the world will be run by
something.
Scientists for the betterment of humanity.
What do dreams have to do with it?
The engine feeds on the building blocks of reality. Ideas, stories, dreams. Magic is highly detrimental to the system. See, sorcery causes chaos, injects uncertainties and fallacies into our calculations.
So, is that why magicals
are being relocated? We can't have them around while the engine's calculating. But as soon as we're done...
You believe they're being relocated?
Oh, yes.
Being exterminated?
Yeah, yes, of course. I mean, it's what they told us. Why would they lie? It's simple. The engine isn't compatible with magic, and we don't want anyone getting hurt. There's no room for sorcery in Mercuria. The magicals are better off in their new homelands.
New homelands, right.
They're being sent to prison camps.
Re-education camps. This is true, yes, but only temporarily. This is their first stop. Afterwards, they're given passage to their new homelands, where they can...
Do you really believe that? What would the magicals be re-educated to do? Forget that they're magicals? No, Ferdows. That's not the truth. They're imprisoned. Killed. They're not given a new home.
But they told us. They said they were... They promised they'd be safe and happy and... Oh, light protect them.
So this is why we're sending all the magicals away from Mercuria. Because of the engine.
Pretty cool lore sequence here.
Yes. That's why. I didn't know. I didn't know. There are children.
There are.
They lied to us.
Do you need to remove all magicals before starting up this calculating engine?
It's already running. I'm not... As long as the thaumaturgical interference is below the acceptable threshold for...
Pretend that I'm a very small and possibly very stupid child.
Oh. No. No, they don't need to get rid of all of the magicals. Just enough not to disrupt our calculations. We'll be done instructing the network in a couple of days. After that, they can pull the lever whenever they want. That's the last component of the engine. The tower. The one that will start feeding on and molding the dreams. Changing the world for the...
Interesting. So in Arcadia, they want to write dreams, and they want to read dreams.
I believe the official ceremony is a few days from now. The emissary will be there, together with the First and the Prophet, and...
Presumably it's the same influences.
And please don't kill me.
I'm not going to kill you. But what you're doing here is not the will of the goddess, Ferdows. Something is going on. Someone's...
Kian. I had a feeling it was you.
Mia? Goddess, what are you doing here, Hami? Where are your men?
Right outside. They can be here in seconds. You, engineer, what's your name?
I threatened him. He played no part in this.
Ferdows. I'm Ferdows. You lied.
I beg your pardon.
You promised they'd be safe.
Yeah, be careful there, Ferdows.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Go, Ferdows. This is not about you. Just remember what I told you. You're not doing the work of the goddess here.
I don't think he's making out of this one.
The taking of Old Town was too easy. It was a distraction, designed to take my mind off the investigation. Commander Vamon and the emissary have been lying to me about your death.
Good question.
Why is that?
Because I'm a danger to them. And it's not the only thing they've lied to you about. This engine.
You betrayed us. You joined the enemy.
To stop Sahya and Vamon, not to fight our people. Not to fight you.
Sister Sahya is the emissary. Commander Vamon is your superior officer. They are your people.
They are traitors, Mira. They have betrayed our nation, our faith, and...
You should have come to me first, Apostle. You should have come to me.
I really couldn't.
Instead, you've shamed me. You've shamed Mother Utana, the Six, the Goddess, your nation. When I received word someone had been spotted entering this house, I had a feeling it was you. I entered alone for 2 reasons. One, as a courtesy to the Mother. It would break her heart again to hear that you perished in dishonor, fighting my guard. And 2, you're living proof that Vamon has lied to me. I cannot reveal my hand to Vamon, but I also cannot let you go. You'll surrender to me now, without struggle, and you'll be brought to Sadir tonight, in secret. The courts will decide your fate. For the time being, while I sort out this mess, you'll be locked away under a false name. No one will know you're alive. When I'm ready to confront the commander and the emissary with their lies, I will reveal the truth about your survival, and you will cooperate every step of the way.
Ask Sahya and Vamon about the camps, and what they're doing to...
You lied. You lied to us. You told us they would not be harmed. You told us they'd be safe.
Hey, how you doing?
There were children!
Oh, wow.
Get off me, you idiot!
Go! Go, Kian!
Wow,
Make them pay for
Ferdows.
this!
Stop that! Get off me! I'll have you beheaded for this.
Shadow, damn you, man! Leave this place, now!
Dip, it looks like. Uh-oh. This seems like a good place to cut. This game benefits a lot from having the multiple perspectives. At least I assume we're going to cut to Zoe there. That seems like the natural progression. Or to a different character, I guess. Oh, well, this is also different. Yeah.
Yes?
Mother. It's the General. He asks to speak with you.
You took Hulk potion.
Send him in, child. Hami.
Yeah, right, Johan.
Is anything the matter?
It's Kian. He's alive.
Oh, Goddess. Goddess be praised. How do you know this?
He broke into the engine room down on City Green.
Light. What was he doing there?
Speaking with one of the engineers, Ferdows, a young man from the southern provinces. Kian said... Oh, well, it's of no consequence. He's a traitor. He's joined the resistance.
But...
It is as I suspected. We have been lied to by Vamon and the emissary.
For what reason?
That I don't know. Yet. And until we do, we cannot confront them, Mother.
I agree. We don't know how firm their grip is on the tower. If they know that we know... What about Kian?
I appreciate that all the characters in this game have their own sets of
How did he look
motivations.
to
There's
you?
few characters that are just evil.
Different, but
I
strong.
guess Vamon kind of
He
is.
must have his reasons for doing what he's doing, Hami. Kian would never betray Azadir or his faith.
Perhaps, but that's what he's doing. I gave him the honorable choice to turn himself in and face righteous judgment. But he fled, like a coward, when the engineer attacked me.
Attacked?
I don't blame the man. Kian poisoned his mind with baseless lies. My men detained him, and I placed him somewhere safe, somewhere he can't tell anyone what he saw and heard. Out of Vamon's reach. We need to keep this between us, or we run the risk of alerting the commander and emissary Sahya. Much as I'd like to hunt down Kian myself and put him to the sword, we must be patient.
Let's trust the goddess, Hami, to illuminate our path and bring us to the truth.
I certainly hope she will.
Oh, wow, we didn't jump. Okay, disregard.
Kian, thank the balance you're back. Bip's been...
They've taken him.
Taken, yeah.
Light. Are you sure it's Bip? I knew this would happen. We have no time to spare. We must get to him before...
The cloud ship just unmoored and is already heading for Kian. It's too late.
Then we must follow.
And abandon your mission here for one child's life.
Is it because he's a magical that he's not worth the trouble?
You're such an angry, angry man. Do you really want Kian to leave Mercuria and risk his life to save one boy? I thought so.
This is what happens when we let Azadi criminals live.
Stop it. That's not what happened, and you know it. They're sending all the magicals away.
I know why, and I know what the pipes are for.
What?
Really? Are you serious?
Nani?
I'll explain later. Right now, we need to rescue the boy.
I couldn't care less what you do with your life, Kian. But if you die, the Resistance suffers.
And if I don't go after him, Bip suffers.
Can we really afford to lose more people? I mean, we've lost so many, and the Ane's still in custody.
She should be dead.
Does your language even have a word for forgiveness?
Not that I'm aware of.
I need to think about this. I can't just abandon the boy, but... We can't stay here. The Azadi are hunting me. The General knows I'm alive.
Hami? How did that happen? Did you approach him? Are you trying to curry favors with your former masters?
Curry favors?
Nah, man.
How would I even... I'm not trying to curry any favors with...
Stop it, both of you! You're really annoying and loud. Let's get out of here before Ulvik gets in trouble for harboring a fugitive. Shepard will want to have a say in the discussion.
This isn't over, Kian.
Oh, hush.
Oh, hey, cool. Chapter 7, Hunted.
Following the terrorist attack on Propast, where 8 I officers and 5 civilians were killed by Marxist party members,
our friend,
the Syndicate has promised to maintain heightened
Marxist
security
hot dog
across
lady.
Europolis until after the upcoming elections. The Propast district remains under full I lockdown and 24-hour curfew. We're now joined by Marek Farah in Propast.
Oh, is that a burn?
And Marek, how are
Interesting.
regular people in Propast handling this very difficult situation?
Well, Rika, as you can see, the streets here are deserted.
Hex
Almost
pattern. Oh,
2
she's got
months
a
after the August attack on the I headquarters in
stir.
Propast. There's security everywhere, and everyone who goes outside is subject to random searches and
Like her
arrests.
hoodie.
There is a 24-hour curfew in effect, but people are allowed to
For more
traverse
to
the
do?
district as
Stir.
long as they carry the appropriate paperwork and submit to any searches and questions.
What about essentials like food and water, Marek? Are any stores or restaurants still open?
I guess I'll use salt and
Everything's
pepper.
closed, Rika, but rations are distributed to residents of Propast on a regular basis. Medical personnel are on constant standby. No one here is in any immediate danger of starvation.
Has there been any indication of how long this lockdown
Said
will
it was
continue?
done.
The Syndicate is not saying, Rika, but spokespeople have hinted that Propast will remain under Syndicate guardianship until after the election in...
You're gonna transfer it
We
to a
appear to
plate
have
in the
lost our
living
connection
room?
to Marek Farah in Propast.
What kind of
We will
monster
attempt to
are you,
reestablish the
Zoe?
connection. In the meantime,
standing
when we
up,
come back,
like an
we talk
animal.
to someone very close
It hasn't come
to
to that
Marxist leader
yet.
and terrorist mastermind Marta Rebus about her dad
Terrorist
and
mastermind.
Shit. Power's out.
We were
Again.
about to expose
I'm
the
sure
Social
they're doing this
Democrats
just to
that
screw with
Zoe was
us.
working for.
I'll have to check the emergency fuel cell in the kitchen cabinet. It should have kicked in by now.
Journal updated. Okay, let's go back a little bit if we can. Oh, this is where... That's the most recent one. I think we read this one already. Yeah, we read that one already, so this is a new one. Kian with a coma. Friend turned to suicide bomber, me back in the hospital. Fancy skin grafts. Goodbye, ponytail. Restricted wire access. Shitty food rations and no way out of Propast. It looks like the scrolling is really sensitive here. I'm going to switch to the mouse for a second. Don't have a job anymore. City's under total lockdown. Ada went back to Cape Town. That's our advisor. Don't succumb to deep and abiding depression yet. Haven't been able to get in touch with Roman. Reza had left town before. Choking on a half-baked rationed synth chocolate cookie. Make the right decision to give the data to Sully. In mind the nothing, Broody left Europolis. I lost a good friend. Reza fled to Iceland with the data. The Hanna isn't able to publish it yet. Okay. I have given the data to Broody instead. We like Broody. He had that cool cyberpunk tie. Eat terrible food. I watch way too many reality shows. I sleep 15 hours a day. No interaction with anyone. Wow, that's a big jump. Sunny living. I know, right? Me IRL.
It's our emergency fuel cell. I can jiggle it a bit. That sometimes works. Nope, that did not work. I guess I need a new one. And I know just the person.
Zoe Maya Castillo, your district is subject to syndicate-mandated martial law. Please submit an approved destination or return to
That's
your
a bit
home.
of a change.
Thank you. The Pandemonium is your only approved destination. I will accompany you.
Please, don't talk.
Scary, Matrix squid drone.
First sign you're living in a
This is
military
not an
state,
approved
an
direction.
armed drone
Please
escorts you
continue
everywhere
along your
you go.
pre-approved path.
Oh yeah, the town has certainly changed. I like that they're using this for the lore purposes now. This is fine.
Stay close to your escort and don't deviate from your path. We're not fucking around anymore.
Your destination
We shoot
is
to
not in
kill
this
now.
direction. This is an illegal direction. You must be lost. An immediate course correction is required.
Great. No, yeah, the market's like basically completely shut down. This is pretty cool.
Everything's closed. No customers, no permits. I haven't seen Queenie around since I located Hanna for her.
Hey, there's that funny reference to the first game. Covered in guano. Comes with a piece of string and some scribblings.
Any further deviations from your approved destination and the eye in the sky will be alerted. Non-compliance will be punished to the full extent of the law.
Trying to talk to Crow, but okay. This is fine.
Mira's been helpful. She's not all bad. Mostly bad, yes, but not all bad.
That's a really good way to reuse assets from earlier episodes, right? Have you come back and like the town that you're used to is completely vacant and you've got this drone little objective indicator and a hologram. The story they want to tell doesn't require there to be a new location in every episode, so if you're gonna reuse a location, it's fun to do some kind of twist on it, right? So they also did from 1 to 2.
Wit made Kidbot. For that reason alone, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for him.
Chicken tikka! You're back! I thought we'd lost you.
I didn't want to risk the curfew. It's been...
Believe me, I know. I've been stuck here with Wit for weeks. I've reached my limit on one-sided conversations. It's like being stranded on a desert island. A really shitty island. Without sun, sand, or coconuts. Or wire access. With a mute half-wit as my man Friday. So, you're here for your dreamer?
What?
I fixed it.
No.
You had your dream machine delivered to me. Because it was broken. About a month ago.
Not using that.
Does any of this ring a bell? Your friend, that German suit, said you'd come by to pick it up? He looked like a Jaeger. I thought he was here to blow my brains out.
A therapist?
But he was very personable.
What was wrong with it?
An early batch. Bad soldering. I fixed several like it in the past. FYI, it's an off-the-shelf model that pings WATI servers with a device ID and your biometric data as soon as you connect.
Right.
That won't be a problem unless they've put an alert out on you or that particular device. But I went ahead and blocked it anyway. Still, it is a licensed product. There may be other security measures. I cannot be 100% sure that it won't alert WATI. There are unlicensed dreamers out there without any security chips, but Mr. London has that market locked up here in Propast. Given the trigger-happy toy soldiers out there, I wouldn't know how to get hold of one.
I'll be fine with this one.
As long as you know the risks. If you weren't here for that, then why the house call?
Oh, fuel cell. The power went out and I don't have a working backup.
That's not very smart, Kutia. Lucky for you, I'm up to my neck in fuel cells. Anything particular you're in the market for?
The cheapest you have.
Grab one from that box over there. They're refurbished cells, but they'll keep your apartment going for a few weeks at least. Bring it back before it goes dead. I'll refill it for you.
Cool.
It's been nice. I've been patient. Now I'd like to be alone with Strong and Silent here.
So how much do I owe you?
You still owe me for the last favor I did you.
Right. And I guess you're about to call on that favor?
You know me so well, Bettel. You can repay me by going home and staying there. The streets are not for you, Kutrea.
Thanks.
Inspect these.
For the life of me, I can't remember asking Mira to fix this. Am I losing my mind? I mean, I was in the hospital for severe trauma, and that's after spending a year in a coma.
I love the look of these. They're so, like, fucking menacing looking.
But if I didn't give this to Mira for repairs, who did? And
they had, like, the
I
lotus...
did, why don't I remember it? And if I don't remember it, yeah, I am going insane. What am I going to do with this? Except the obvious, which isn't... I don't have a choice, do I? The universe wants me back in Dreamtime. This should bring my apartment back to life. It's alive! It's alive! Yeah, I've been cooped up for too long. This should bring my apartment back to life.
Do you think Ragnar Tornquist has like a... Like, he gets to read the newspaper from the future or something? These games predict a lot.
Wait, what happened to that data I decrypted for you? Who did you end up giving it to?
I gave it to the Hand, but before they could publish it...
They were shut down.
Hey!
Where's the data now?
Reviewing my event
With Reza,
flags.
in Iceland.
Iceland. The final refuge of rogue journalists. You didn't keep a copy?
I didn't want to risk it. Stupid, I know.
You may have just saved your ass. Too bad about the story, though. When is your Jorbo coming back?
I really don't know. When they feel it's safe, I guess.
That story needs to run, Kotria. Whatever it takes, make it happen.
Working on it.
You have expended your daily timeout. I will now accompany you back to your registered domicile.
Don't bother, I know the way.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you, as mandated by martial law.
How about
Those are the original lyrics in the song, right? Oh, okay. The creepiest fucking songs that gets misappropriated, right? Like Good Riddance by Green Day or
Miss Castillo?
Born in the USA.
Queenie's requesting your immediate audience.
Sure, but what about my escort?
You have arrived at your approved location.
Interesting.
Have a nice day.
You can come on board now.
Impressive.
We do our best.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad you're back on your feet, Zoe. I was hoping to see you again before I left.
You're leaving?
I heard the Hand was shut down. You had friends there.
Good friends. Boyfriend. The Hand was going to publish an article about Watticorp conspiring with both Unity and European Dawn when the Syndicate shut them down. But they still have the evidence. My boyfriend Reza brought it to Iceland. The data's safe there, but the Hand hasn't been able to publish it.
There's still a chance to make things right then. This is why I wanted to speak with you. You knew the woman who set off the bomb.
I did.
Nela.
You were there.
I tried to stop her, but it was too late. I don't believe she planned to kill anyone. She wasn't... Nela was a good person. She cared about people. She gave me something to keep safe, but I lost it in the explosion. Maybe it could have explained why...
Our lives are shaped by events beyond our control. The choices we make can point us down one road or the other. But where that road ultimately leads... Your friend's death was not of her own making. The device she used was rigged. It was meant to disrupt the eye, not to kill anyone.
An EMP? How do you know this?
Nela needed someone to help her assemble the device. Hanna came to me after the bombing. She was distraught. Of course, she had no idea what they were doing. But she is the link. She may be able to connect the bomb to the Syndicate.
The Syndicate is behind the attack on their own people.
Everyone is expendable. It all leads back to Watticorp, Zoe. They are consolidating their power and ridding themselves of loose threads. I'm leaving. This city is infected, rotting from the inside. You need
This is a good way to say goodbye to ProPass if we're not going to be here in the future books.
Your memories.
They're coming back. I know what I need to do. The dream machine.
Be very careful.
Tying off the loose end with Queenie here.
Here and elsewhere.
How do you...
I've been around a long time. You learn to read the signs. You're fading, Zoe.
Fading?
Like a page that's been left out in the sun too long. Do what needs to be done. Do not hesitate any longer. I've given you time to regain your resolve, but we're almost out of it now. If we both make it through the storm ahead...
Okay, we're not going to completely tie off the Queenie thread.
I hope so.
I will.
She's too interesting of a character to drop here, I think.
And do what needs to be done. Wake up. You can come out now.
Hanna?
How long have you known I was here?
Do not mistake me for an old woman, Hanna.
You told her about...
There's no more time for secrets. Watticorp must be brought down. What you know will make a difference.
But I don't have any actual proof they were involved. I only made deliveries.
You know enough. Find the evidence. Work together with Zoe.
How do you know we can trust her?
She's like you. Someone who shares dreams.
I know.
I guess we knew a little bit about that about Hanna, but
how is that even possible?
Queenie knows.
I thought I was the only one.
Why do you think you were drawn together? Coincidence is a powerful force.
Shaping dreams isn't the way I thought of it. I thought of it as she like astral projects, but
shadow has fallen over her.
How do you know this?
I don't. I'm not a fortune teller, and the future is never crystal clear. It branches and divides, indefinitely and infinitely, but there are patterns and signs, if you know where to look.
Do you have to leave?
They know I'm here now. Watticorp has been looking for me a long time. I'm a loose thread.
Interesting.
I promise I'll find you again, Hanna. Your journey is just beginning. There are wonderful things in store for you. But for now, your job is to help Zoe finish her journey. Without that, without her, there will be no more stories. Afterwards, if the universe is still here, we can talk about the next chapter.
Didn't know her chair could do that. So I assume Queenie is a character that we've met before, based on that. In one of the earlier games, but I guess I can't be sure.
It's our emergency fuel cell.
Someone with a connection to Arcadia.
My cooking has improved.
Enter Dreamtime.
I now serve great scrambled eggs, and my bacon is legendary. Let's see. A boxed meal for every day of the week, courtesy of the corporations. Life should be this easy. I never knew my mother, but I've been told that in many ways she's the opposite of my father. Gabriel never makes hasty choices. Gabriel ponders, and when his mind's made up, he'll stick with his decision until the end. My mother's impulsive, mercurial. If the wind changes, she'll let herself be swept away with it, as long as it's to her benefit. She put me in a coma. I'm not a big fan. But maybe it's time I accept some risks.
Almost killed you.
After all, I keep telling everyone I want to remember.
Shit was dark.
I need to enter Dreamtime. I need to revisit the past.
Still seems like a bad idea.
To save the future.
Especially since we saw who the therapist was working with.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
Total Recall. Cute.
You returned, but
Great.
you were
Hey,
still
Abnaxus.
not here. You must be here.
Is this a dream? I thought I'd actually travel across this time.
You were here, but never truly. Not yet. But you must come to...
Ah! What the heck was that?
Hey.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Crow? You're Crow. You're Crow. I remember you.
You do?
Hinted at him at the beginning
am.
of this chapter.
Wait, I remember you too.
Of course you do.
Hey.
It's me,
Don't
Zoe.
say anything. I've got this. Lorelei, baby cakes, schnoodlebum.
Who?
Agneta, I'm sorry. How have you been?
That's not...
Look, Aggie, I apologize for taking off without a word of warning. I didn't have a choice. I was needed.
I'm not Agneta.
It's the same. It sounds like the original Crow.
No. Zoe.
Where? Oh, Zoe! Yes! 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 The girl who was dreaming. You look different. Are you sure you're you?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. You look a lot better than you used to, and your voice, it's sultry. You sound like a cinnamon bird.
It's an interesting choice to comment on that.
I don't even know what that means. I was in a coma for a while. Maybe that's...
She does have a different voice actress,
right? What are you
right?
doing here, Crow? Are you really here?
Let me check. Yup. All here, not a feather missing. So, where is here exactly? Whoa, Nelly, I didn't expect that. You're...
Crow's returning. Nice.
Memorable. Wait.
That's a good way to put it.
No.
I was Abnaxus of the Venar.
I was.
That's right. I remember you now. You were really annoying to talk to. Took ages to get anywhere. How have you been?
I will not complain.
I don't get it. This is just like that dream I've been having. Except for you, Crow. You're new.
And improved. It's that preening routine I'm following. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
So
all these like borderline fourth wall breaks with Crow. It's great.
Was weak, compromised.
It fits with the dreaming
theme. You were
only
half dreaming, only half there. You will need to be all there, and soon, or it was
all here,
too late.
All there.
But you had brought the bird over. The bird will be the key. If you can just...
Sounds bad. Shit, this is the guy that was talking to the therapist. Dodge distracts. Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. Shit!
The hallway is clear. You must leave now. They are coming.
Interesting.
What can I do to...
Schnell, Fräulein.
Shit. Okay.
Zoe! Over here, quickly! This way.
Shit is real.
Where are we going?
We need to get off the streets.
Did Queenie send you?
She said that you needed help. She's been keeping an eye out for me ever since you told her where to find me.
That was a really well constructed
I'm sorry.
scene, too.
She asked. I figured I could trust her.
Why did you tell Queenie I wasn't doing so well?
You weren't.
That's not the point. I said I was fine. It wasn't up for interpretation.
Sometimes it's better to just let people know rather than keep pretending.
The eyes will be here soon. We need to go underground.
How's that going to help? We can't just hole up in one of those chambers forever.
Trust me.
Buy that Watilla hoodie.
What is this place?
The world beneath. A network of tunnels covering all of Propast and beyond. I don't know how far it goes.
This is amazing. Is this how you guys get around?
For the most part. Some of the nests are only accessible from above ground, but you can get pretty much anywhere from here. Come on.
Wait, where are we going?
You spoke with Queenie. You know I helped Nela with that device. The one that killed all those people.
You didn't know, and neither did Nela.
You're right. But someone did. Someone does, and we're gonna put it right. Mr. London has a warehouse down here. It's where I pick up and make deliveries. It was just a job, but that's where we're going. To find evidence to connect Watty Corp to the bombing.
This warehouse, is that where London keeps
I
his
just noticed
unlicensed
the
dream
little
machines?
gorilla ears on
He keeps
the
everything
hoodie.
in there. Why?
I need one. For after we clear Nela's name. Long story.
Tell me later. We need to go. It's only a matter of time before the eyes start digging deeper.
Find Mr. London's warehouse. Okay.
I came as fast as I could. Are you okay?
Perfectly. You know Zoe.
Hey Zoe, this is yours. You dropped it when... Boom. I was
Interesting.
following you. I didn't know who you were working for back then. I saw what happened. The man who pulled you away, he didn't notice you dropping that.
I thought the eye took it.
I've been wanting to return it.
What is it?
I don't know. Maybe nothing.
Let's get a move on, before the eyes figure out where we are.
Nela handed me this box minutes before the incident. I'd forgotten all about it until Abby gave it back to me. I have no idea what's in it. Nela handed me this box minutes before the incident. I'd forgotten all about it until Abby gave it back to me.
Fuck! We lost power to the gates.
They must know you're down here.
Said in previous episodes that this game passes the shit out of the Bechtel test.
Security measure. I'll show you how it works. Go ahead, Abby. Okay, Zoe, you can pass through now.
You don't think about how many, like, works of typical fiction, like movies and books, that are 95% men for no reason, right?
After this is over, can we please leave Propast and go somewhere that has an actual sun? And no battle suits.
I promise.
You're not coming with us?
I'm going to make sure you have time to do what you need to do.
She'll take care of the eyes.
Is that safe?
Don't worry about me.
Is it?
I've done this before. Plenty of times.
See you soon, babe.
Be careful.
Always am.
Hanna,
Stop.
Love you.
Me too.
That kind of was like a ghost ditto. No, I think it's fine.
I'm happy to see you guys are okay.
What you said to Abby, it made a difference.
The Bechtel test.
She stopped using the dream machine.
Pause it. Does the work have at least 2 named women characters? Do those characters talk to each other? It's part 2. And part 3, do they talk about something other than a male character?
And after you found me, I realized I couldn't just keep hiding.
An enormous amount of media fails the first part.
Get out of Europolis.
Even more fails the second part, and even more fails the third part.
Why Mumbai?
Don't laugh, but I had a dream about it.
About those dreams?
Visions. They are more like visions, right? Or like peeking through a curtain across a divide.
There's another world there.
I've seen it. Have you been there?
I have.
And you dream yourself across?
I can, but only by connecting to a dream machine. I thought I was the only one.
Me too. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know. But we'll find out. Together.
Okay, so you know the drill. Once the gate opens, you need to go through and hold the lever down. Push it down.
On the opposite side. Okay. Got it.
All right, I'm coming through. Don't let go or I'll be sliced ham.
That would be bad.
So what happened? Nela, the device?
What a convenient little
was supposed
dungeon.
to trigger an electromagnetic burst. You know, to disrupt communications and mess with the eye battlesuits. But the EMP generator got switched out with an antimatter chamber.
That's bad.
Jesus.
Lucky for you, it had limited range. They weren't trying to wipe Caprova off the map. I guess they just wanted to make a point.
Frame manifesto. Remove another party from the...
Let's do this. Same as
Oops.
last...
Do you hear
Walk
that
more
beeping?
slowly.
What is that?
I don't... Yeah, it's coming from you. You're beeping.
Seems bad.
Is it? Yeah. It's beeping. I don't like boxes that beep. I've been traumatized. Why would this be so important to Nela? It makes no sense. It's beeping. What is this?
Some sort of holographic storage? I don't know, but it's reacting to something
On
down
cold
here.
type thing.
Let's track it down. Come on, follow me. Frame manifesto. Remove another party from the election.
And shut down the city.
No, they resume
Full
the conversation.
curfew, everyone stays at home, hooked up to their dream machines. What he wins.
So where did the antimatter come from?
London's a stickler for detail. He'd always make sure everything that moved in and out of his warehouse is scanned and catalogued. Paranoia, maybe? Covering his arse? Anyway, when I picked up that final piece, the one that was supposed to be an EMP generator, I noticed it had a Waticorp reference code in their system. I didn't think much about it. I mean, they make everything else, so why not? If we can find one of those antimatter chambers, along with the tracking information...
We may be able to connect Waticorp with the device. We can prove they were behind the attack.
And the whole house of cards comes tumbling down. Or maybe we get killed. I'd say our odds are 50-50.
It was the wrong way from the beeping. You know, they have this here to justify them talking like this. It works. Yeah, the Bechtel test isn't useful when looking at a single piece of media, but it's useful when looking at the broad media trends, right? So it's a problem if 90% of media fails all three tests. It's getting a lot better lately. But I could see a shitty person playing this game being like, man, it seems so
This is it.
forced that it's all women. It's like, well, what about like The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit? Isn't it kind of forced that it's all men?
It's a singularity, I think. One of the original wire access points from before the collapse. That's pretty cool. It must have fallen off the grid. Let me check if it's active. So the Syndicate has no idea
nice.
it exists. But I
It's the
can't
same
establish a
icon.
connection to my iris. Or protocols, probably. It has a holographic port. It might be able to read physical data, and it's blinking at the same rate Nela's package is beeping. It's like it wants to connect.
I guess we should do what it asks. It's an old
Try to.
hardwire access point.
Ooh. Right, exactly.
Nela Vilcek, owner of Nela Bytes. I'm leaving this message. Manifesto Party leadership has not authorized this operation. Marta Ribas has no knowledge of what's about to happen. I am acting of my own free will as part of a Manifesto splinter group. We're tired of... Marta Ribas believes in politics. She's an idealist. I wish more people were like her, but the truth is... democracy is dead. The corporates won. The elections are a facade. It's all a big, fat,
All I've done is been able to
lie.
make
A
myself
show put on
sad.
by our syndicate puppet masters to appease the proletariat. Whoever wins this autumn, it won't change a goddamn thing. They have made sure of that. They own them all. Everyone's corrupted. Everyone. We can't let this go on. We need to shake things up, start fresh. This is why I'm taking action today.
Oh, the garbling made it louder?
I have been asked to detonate a non-lethal EMP charge in front of the I headquarters on Caprova. This custom-built charge was designed to disable I communications, sabotage their operations, and immobilize their battle suits. It's a message. A loud, bold message, but... it's just another lie.
I'm sad this game sounds like it had a lot of problems on
The
release,
non-lethal
because
EMP
playing
charge
the
has
final
been
cut seems to have
replaced
fixed a lot of
with very
that.
lethal antimatter device. The detonation will kill me, along with anyone else caught
They
in
probably
the
should have done like an early
There
access
will be
period for it.
military
It sounded like they needed help with testing.
and civilian. They'll accuse Ribas of harboring radicals and inciting violence.
It sounds like that
Manifesto
irreparably
will be
harmed the
destroyed.
Metacritic score, right?
They don't know that I know. If they did, I'd be dead. But I need to go through with this. Because if I don't, nothing changes. If I go to the authorities or the press, they'll sweep it all under the rug and make me disappear. They're good at that. If I carry out their plans, however, everyone pays attention. They'll have no choice. And then afterwards, expose the cunts. The ones pulling the strings, the ones who built the fucking bomb. Waticorp. I'll be a terrorist and a murderer, but so will they, and they have a lot more to lose. Lucky for me, they've been arrogant and sloppy. That's how I found out, and they've left evidence for someone to... E-N-N-I-N-G. Penning. The chamber was swapped out before I could... And track this part back to Waticorp.
No, the important parts are garbled.
Decrypt this message with a dead drop signal embedded in the local hardwire, which will be triggered the moment my iris goes dark. I'll have to trust that the right people will follow the right signals down into the underground. I'm truly sorry that people are going to get hurt, killed. I wish there was some other way. I just don't know what I can...
Jesus. I can't believe Nela did what she did. The people she
right?
hurt, killed. I can't tell Hanna the truth. She'll just blame herself. We have to get Wati for this, or those people will have died in vain. Most of it was garbled, but Wati's involved. Nela confirmed
From the scene
it.
at the end, I thought she knew for sure.
And there was one word, or maybe a name. Penning.
A code name of some sort. I don't know, there's no wire access, so we can't look it up.
Maybe Mira can restore the rest of the recording.
Truly know that it's a
If anyone can, it'll be
dystopia.
her.
You can't get
If
on the
it helps
internet.
establish a connection between Manifesto and Waticorp.
She can help us connect the dots. And it's a safe place for me to dream.
Let's head to the warehouse. I don't know how long Abby will be able to hold off the troops.
Will she be okay?
She's resourceful. And smart.
She saved me.
Oh, new journal upgrade. Hey, thanks, Ludifex. How you been? Appreciate that. Of course, everyone in the Dreamtime.
Yes, Queenie told her to, but Hanna risked everything to help me out, so I owe her my life.
Oh, nice. How'd it go, Ludifex? I thought about getting a badge this year, but
Don't leave me.
I wasn't sure with the COVID restrictions. I guess it sounded like over 93% of attendees were vaccinated. Hopefully I can go next year. Take my nephew.
I'd forgotten about this other world until just
Lower key.
recently.
That's what all this is about? Parallel worlds?
Sort of. There's something happening in this world and the other that threatens the dream.
The dream?
It's what keeps reality real. Without the dream, things stop existing. It's like a blueprint for everything.
That makes as much sense as anything else, I guess. And you need to fix it.
I have to. Waticorp and the Dream Machine play a part on this side of the divide. I need to find out what's going on the other side.
Is there anything I can do here?
If there is, I'll let you know. For now, I need a Dream Machine that can't be tracked or shut down remotely.
I think that after badges had sold out, they announced that they were going to require vaccines or COVID tests, so...
I guess Queenie
they had
told her
said that
to,
right
but
when badges went
Hanna
on sale.
risked everything to help me
I was
out,
on the
so
page to buy them.
I owe her my life.
We didn't get the secret way to get badges early this year, but they gave us a heads up on when they were going to go live.
What is this place?
I don't actually know. Parts of it are really old, but those luminescent tubes...
You mostly do panels and
I wonder
stuff?
if they have something to do with the knot vents above.
Knot vents?
Something Queenie said. There's something odd about all of this. I feel weird, like my bones are vibrating.
We're close. Come on.
Why is my skin... Jesus.
Seems bad.
I'm fading.
London's warehouse is the next door over.
Why would this happen?
She saved me. I guess Queenie told her to, but Hanna risked everything
This
to
is
help me
3.
out, so I owe her my life.
This is it. Hold on.
We've
I'll
been doing
open the door.
about one at a time. and Yukipo have been combining subblock hours, so it's been once every few months or so.
Just follow my lead and I'll...
And Ravanon. Thank you, Ravanon, for the hour you donated to this.
Go ahead. I'll distract them.
The hell you will. You wouldn't last a minute. I'll take care of the stormtroopers.
Probably true.
You get the antimatter device and your dream machine.
But I don't...
We're wasting time. You need to do this. Look for a blue box with the letters D-E-W on it. Due. That's all I remember. Grab an antimatter chamber, scan it, download the tracking information from their systems, and get the hell out of Dodge.
Thanks.
But don't open this door from your side. Wait for me. When it's all clear on this side, I'll open it again. Okay?
I'm not... Yeah. Okay.
Blue box
Blue
due.
box due. Good luck.
Never needed it. See you soon.
Find an antimatter chamber and a blue box marked due. Get a hold of one of Mr. London's modified dream machines. Alright, I keep wanting to hit save, but it's all auto-save, which is fair, because of the choice stuff.
Mr. London's a compassionate man, Sozy. He don't like to hurt no one. Not unless he has to. It pains him, see? Pains him deep. But compassion has its limits, and you've reached it. You're just making this harder for everyone. Look, Mr. London's heartbroken. He's got tears in his eyes, he has. You don't have to be like this, Sozy.
Stock electricity sound effect.
Make it easy on yourself. Confess. Die with dignity. And let's all move on.
Need to rewatch Shrek. It's been a long time.
He's in the worst possible place. I need to get him away from there. I wonder what those codes are.
Come on, Sozy.
Dude,
Mr. London's getting
this sounds
angry.
like the right section.
You won't like Mr. London when he's angry.
So it's technically not a stealth section, right? I'm guessing it stops you from walking in front of him and failing.
You got lucky there, mate. Mr.
It's one of the things they promised to remove from this one, right? Sure, but good range.
This is a fully equipped facility. That scanner should provide me with all kinds of useful information about London's merchandise. I'll need something to scan.
Hey, it's robots.
It's inactive. Hey, that's Ada's bot. Kidbot. What's she doing here?
Hey, it's Kidbot. We love Kidbot.
I knew Ada had to sell you, but I never thought you'd end up here. I'm so sorry, kiddo.
Unable to process your request,
Oh
human.
no!
Rephrase your command.
No!
No, you monsters! You killed Kidbot.
I do not believe I am a monster, nor have I committed any capital crimes. Please rephrase your command.
Oh, forget it. Just forget it. This sucks. Everything sucks.
It's true.
Your voice prompt is not in my list of authorized users. Please change user before issuing a command.
You know, right? Cruel.
I'll need something to scan. This is a fully equipped facility. That scanner should provide me with all kinds of useful information about London's merchandise. Kidbot's been wiped and reformatted.
I apologize, but I'm not authorized to speak with unlisted users.
Must be more to loot around here. Thought I saw an interactable over here, and it must be down this way. This shit looks important. Stealth bot. Kung Fu bot. Okay, that's fun. Hall bot. Oh, I think I see where they're going with this.
It's getting late. Everyone's tired.
Inspect them.
Let's end this now, eh?
Give your Acidrone ninja skills and say sayonara to your least favorite friends and colleagues.
Mr. London must have
Honestly,
taken a liking to you, Sophie.
give your Acidrone
It's a
ninja
sign.
skills and say Ever
Oh, no.
fantasized
I
about
can
giving
put a
your
bullet in your
Acidrone
head.
the mad foo skills of an ancient Shaolin master?
Except you,
Not
of
really,
course.
no. Ever fantasized about giving your for all your moving needs, the Hallbot enabled Acidrone delivers? But can it lift a piano?
Question. It's cool. Scan these, I guess, probably.
The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics. The personality module comes from Assad Robotics.
All three.
Assad Robotics presents the Acidrone Stealth Personality Module. Now booting.
Ready to perform any action you need, ma'am.
Kidbot's been wiped and reformatted.
I'm ready for your command, ma'am. I'll do what needs to be done.
I'll need something to scan.
This is pretty funny. Now, do I have to use that? There's a weird mechanic sometimes where you can like direct it to do things. This is it.
Ready to talk. It's getting late.
Let's try that.
Grab that box for me.
Let's end
Yes,
this
ma'am.
now, eh? Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's
What?
a sign.
What?
Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home.
Did that box just move? On its own? No, I didn't see that. I have to stop smoking this shit. Especially now.
I tried my best, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have the strength needed to
Come
live
on,
the
Sozy.
parade.
Mr. London's
Seem
getting
to be a hall bot.
You wouldn't like Mr.
Reserves will be
London.
routed to the cloaking system.
Chatty.
Reporting for duty, ma'am.
Let's see what you went and did. Now, why do you want to keep doing this to
Do
yourself?
This sounds like the right section.
He is looking away now. Can I Kung Fu bot him now?
Assad Robotics presents the official Shaolin brand Acidrone. Your sparring partner in the art of Kung Fu. Now booting.
It's getting late.
Greetings, apprentice. How may I be of service today? Respect for greetings, apprentice. What would you have me do?
It's a sign.
Beat the shit out of this guy.
Own up.
Yeah,
Bullet
nice.
in your head, and we can all go home. Well,
What's going on? Hey, we have an intruder.
Should not have been standing in the open when I did that. Okay. Thanks, game, for just setting me back.
last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then.
What's going on?
Wait until the
Hey,
next one.
we have an intruder.
Oh, okay, so that's not the right answer.
We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
Assad Robotics presents Hallbot. For all your moving needs. Booting, please stand by.
Got anything you need moved?
It's only gonna get worse
Lifted,
the longer you
hauled,
hold out.
lugged. Come on, boss. I ain't got time to waste.
You think that hurt?
One of these days, I'm gonna make my stock sound effects on board. Should get that electricity noise. I like that one.
You can't do, boss. That ain't part of my code.
Can you move the crates?
There's people in the way.
Oh.
Designed to move humans
It's only
around,
gonna get
boss.
worse the longer you hold
Sorry.
out. No?
Who the hell are you? What are you doing here?
It seems like I needed to turn him to face away. I thought maybe I had to knock him out then.
Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to know.
Who the hell are you?
There's no more
What are
pain
you
and
doing
suffering.
here?
What do you say?
Oh, there's other crates I can move. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to stealth bot then.
Just
I think I understand.
and consider it done.
It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this.
Grab that box for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Stealth bot will try.
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head. And we can
Hey, that makes sense. Okay.
Except you, of course.
Did that box just move on its own? No, I didn't see that. I have to stop smoking this shit. It's messing me up.
Last
I
chance.
tried my best, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have the strength needed to lift the crate.
You did great.
The box is too heavy, and my power reserves are being routed to the cloaking system.
You think that hurt? Wait until the next one. Or you can tell us what we need to
Here
know.
we go. This looks like progress.
No more pain and suffering.
Catcher bot. Interesting.
DEW. This is what Hanna told me to look for, but there are tons of boxes labeled due. Which is the right one?
Briggs.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna
Haley.
get worse the longer you hold out.
There are so many boxes. That doesn't ring a bell.
One of these is going to be a recognizable name.
You think that hurt?
Oh, Penning.
Wait until the
I
next
really, really hope this is it.
Makes sense.
We'll kill you, and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
Penning. I hope this is what I'm looking for. I need to scan in and track down the shipping records.
Judo bot. Nuclear bot.
Last chance. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then. You think that hurt? Wait until the next one.
Okay, so I assume I have to use the other personalities here, so I'm going to try Hallbot now that there's not a person in the way.
Anything you need lifted,
It's nice and quick
Can you
now,
get me that
it's
box?
nice.
you got it, boss.
Last chance, mate. It's only gonna get worse the longer you hold out. No? Alright then.
Oh, I was going to put it down over here. Okay, that was going to carry it all the way across.
You think that hurt?
That makes more sense.
Wait till the next one. Or you can tell us what we
Thanks, Hallbot. Way to go.
kill you and there's no more pain and suffering. What do you say?
What are these? Wonderful. Oh, they did a good job with the production design in that box.
Ready to talk? It's getting late. Everyone's tired. Let's end this now, eh?
That's the alarm. We've got an intruder.
Oh no. The alarm must have been triggered by the dream machine.
Whoops.
It's a sign. Own up. I can put a
Okay,
bullet
so
in
maybe
your
I
head.
don't want this?
It took a lot of work to get this modified dream machine. I hope it pays off.
This thing can go scan it. The scanner didn't make sense before. I don't know how that's going to help me, though. We didn't scan Catcher Bot.
Personality module comes from Assad Robotics.
I can scan the antimatter? I guess
This
it's in
is
here.
For Nela's sake, I hope. Yes! It's an antimatter chamber. This is it! And where did it... Wattie Corp. They're made by Wattie, and London got them straight from the factories in China. It's all here, the whole manufacturing and shipping chain.
Interesting.
It's just like Nela said. Those arrogant
We had to get
pieces
proof.
of
Okay,
shit.
I get it now.
We're gonna nail them for this.
It makes sense with hindsight. No dialogue for that, okay.
Let's see where these things are put together. Central African Republic. That must be where they rewrite the firmware.
Meet up with Hanna. So wait, that doesn't do anything to stop the alarm from going off. I guess I can just go put the dream machine back. Try that. I love that guard is still standing there staring at the box like, what? Oh, I can't put it back. Okay, well, let's see if maybe it just needed that event flag to trigger or something.
Boy, someone's here.
Oh no. The alarm must have been triggered by the dream machine.
It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head.
Okay, well, haven't used the new thing yet.
Assad Robotics presents the Acid Run Throw and Catch personality module designed for wholesome play. Now booting.
Wholesome play.
Here, chap. What's up? Wanna play some ball? What's up, champ?
So, can you catch the ball? That's the only thing I can think to do here.
It's a sign. Own up. I can put a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well.
If I try that from this position, it's going to draw their attention to me.
Okay, so that seems to suggest this is the right basic idea.
If I try that from this position, it's going to draw their
Doesn't
attention.
necessarily mean that it has to be on his head, right?
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy. It's a sign.
You like do it from behind here?
I can
Let's
put
see.
a bullet in your head, and we can all go home. Well, except you, of course.
Oh, there is an area back there. Let's try that. I didn't realize this was wide open before. Okay. Looks like there's nothing to pick up here. Hey, man.
It's been wiped and reformatted.
Play ball.
Get out of the way!
Nice catch.
What the hell is this bot doing? Move your shiny metal ass, rust bucket.
So now I have an electrified golf ball,
That's a home run, champ.
which I probably don't want to pick up.
It holds a powerful electric charge. It's a bit disconcerting to see the bot handling it like it's no big deal. Nope, that thing carries a powerful charge. I'm not touching it.
Really smart. Can I use that to like get out of the alarm or something?
Mr. London must have taken a liking to you, Sozy.
Looks like they have an alarm system. Probably to stop people from
Immediately
stealing
get a
any
game
of
over.
London's
Yeah.
hard-earned loot.
Except you, of course.
Hey, okay. That's a little janky, but okay, I see what they want us to do. No, Kidbot!
Oh, bleeding hell. That's the third time this week we've
Well, they
lost
have set
power.
up that losing power has
Yeah,
been a
Dad.
problem.
I thought the corpse guaranteed we wouldn't be cut off. Lee, check the power box. Chow, do a full sweep. Make sure we don't have any unwelcome visitors.
Zoe?
Kiddo?
Hey!
Kiddo, you're back!
Affirmative.
Yay, I didn't completely
So
wipe
happy
her.
you're okay.
Me too.
Sacrificing
Was I
others.
For a while, yeah.
Dropping
but
Yoshi.
It's all good now. How did you... Shit. Someone's coming. Shit, they're gonna find me.
I'll lead them away from you, Zoe.
No,
I
Kidbot!
can't ask you to do that. It's dangerous.
Zoe, I'm a bot. I'll be fine. Run!
I'll always remember you, kiddo. Thank you. Oh, thank God. I was sure they got you.
Oh,
So
it was
sad.
close. Did you get everything?
I think so. This is it, right? The antimatter.
That's it. Be careful with that. If it breaks...
Yeah, I'm painfully aware of what happens when the
Bad.
antimatter bomb goes off. I didn't get this dermal patch and hairdo by choice.
So, where to now?
The pandemonium. Mira.
Follow me. We'll take a shortcut.
Basically, Robot Jesus. Glad they gave Kidbot a farewell to Kidbot. Aw. Gave her a chance to say bye. It's nice.
All clear. Come on. We're right next to the pandemonium.
Petal? What the hell is going
There's
on?
no time. I
what
need
are
your...
you doing here with...
Shut up! For once, please shut up and just listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
I need your help. Everything depends on it.
Now I really am listening. And I'm also intrigued.
The Eye broke into my apartment. They tried to arrest me. Or kill me. This is Hanna. She rescued me.
Hey.
We've met. What the fuck did you do?
Maybe it's because I connected to Dreamtime and they know who I am and what I can do.
What you can...
Never mind that. We have evidence what is behind the terrorist attack.
What in the fuck?
Check this out.
Are you insane? You brought a mother-joding
The same antimatter that was used in the attack. Manifesto was framed. That device right there connects Waticorp to the bombing.
Oh, those fucking mother-jods! I can run an analysis on this, compare it to the readings from the bombing. But how do you connect the two?
Here's a tip. If you ever plan on running a criminal empire, skip the paper trail.
Will this be enough to nail Wati for the attack?
Is he taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy?
It's been mangled, but we figured you might be able to...
Fix it?
The actor who played Omar on The Wire died recently. It's a bummer.
Access, I'm not sure how useful it'll be.
Good thing we found a live access
He's on
point in the
Community as
tunnels.
well.
You did what? How long were you guys down there?
Hanna will show you how to get there. I need to enter Dreamtime again. For real this time.
Like I told you earlier, Petal, I don't have any unlicensed dream machines. If you
I think he's in my
forgot
all-time
using a
favorite
normal
Community
dreamer,
episode, the
they'll
Law and Order
probably
one.
Track you down again.
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
Well, fuck me. An unlicensed dreamer.
Look at that.
What else do you have in there? A rabbit? A dozen white doves?
I need to use this now, and I need to do it here. I have nowhere else to go.
So is this going to bring down Waticorp and fuck all the right people in all the right holes?
You'd better believe it.
You can use the sofa.
Nice.
It's gonna look like I'm just sleeping, but if I'm right, if I remember correctly, I'll be going somewhere
Oh,
else.
it's so good. It
Don't
might be
wait
the best
or
TV show ever
disconnect
made.
I just need to know that I'll be safe here.
I can't recommend
Safe
it
as anyone
enough.
can be in Propass, Petal. I promise.
Watch over me.
I made a promise.
Right. Here we go. See you all soon.
It's great character drama, great just storytelling.
What the mother joding what?
Well, I guess she's not just gonna look asleep. That's
where'd she
different.
go?
Well, this shitting shit just got real.
Just kidding. No kidding. It's a storyteller's story. Like, I'm pretty sure it was written entirely by, like, authors and journalists and stuff, and people who were subject matter experts on the material. There's a really cool Thomas Flight video essay about it that's pretty short. That doesn't spoil anything. I think it's called, like, Why the Wire is Awesome. Well, shit. And her face is normal. Interesting. This is cool.
I've been here before.
This is our first time with Zoe officially being back in Arcadia in Dreamfall
Too
chapters,
grimy
right?
to see anything through, but there's daylight and the streets don't look too busy.
This looks like the
These are
tavern.
both good things. There's dust everywhere. The inn must have closed down a while ago. I wonder what happened to the proprietor, Ben Rime. She helped me out first time I came here.
Or Ben Rime.
No handle. I can't open it.
It's like you've ever seen yourself sleep to verify that you don't also disappear.
The only way out
It's
of
true.
here, unless I somehow gained the power of flight on my trip across. I did not. It's a lot quieter than it was the last time I visited. I wonder if theoretically blind Bob...
Ooh.
Last time I came here, this was your typical cozy fairy tale tavern. Now it's positively dystopian.
It's a good description.
Hey, is this the darkest timeline?
The darkest timeline. Speaking of
I
community.
need to be out there, not in here. I'm a girl on a mission.
Maybe something else I can find here. The motherboard audio interference. I think this game is helping me to narrow it down to my graphics card specifically, because every time it stops rendering things, when it's just like loading, it's there's less buzzing in my ear.
This doesn't bode too well for the rest of my trip to Arcadia.
The door again?
No handle. I can't open it. The city of Mercury is out there waiting for me to enter it.
Gotta be something to pick up in here, right? Maybe on this. Oh.
It doesn't look like anyone's taking care of this place anymore. I mean, that's an actual hole in the roof.
See, no one ever looks up in video games. That's a problem.
There's something up there. What is that?
You get to it.
There's something up there.
B-powered graphics cards. It's a problem I've had before. I have 3 machines now in my stream office, and I don't have like a mixer for my headphones. I just have like a consumer-grade headphone splitter. So the aux cables running around pick up interference from the computers, and it's really bad when the graphics card is running on the newest machine. Must be something else to inspect here. Oh.
Crow?
Oh, it's Crow. Hey!
What's the matter?
You scared me.
Take away my camera control, developer. I don't want it.
What are you doing here?
Take it from me.
How did you find me?
I didn't. I mean, okay.
Yeah, shielded doesn't seem to make a difference.
So technically, yes, I found you. But I wasn't looking. This is my nest. Don't judge. It's a roof over my head.
This is a big problem I was having like 3 years ago. I have so many different variants of luxury shielded aux cables. None of them work.
The journeyman. Of course.
I should just get a mixer like
what
a normal
about
person.
The innkeeper, Ben Rime.
The Crow is
She was nice to me.
Dead and gone like everyone else, I suppose.
Yeah, really bad shit.
Admit, I thought you were dead too.
Consequences happen in this series.
Poof, vanished.
I'm still a bit vague on the details. I don't remember much from last year.
Me neither. After your disappearing act, next thing I remember, I was in Sadir. I just got back to Mercuria, which is
Darkest
why,
timeline.
you know, this place.
Sadir?
Home to the Azadi, those armored folks with exciting facial hair and a terrible allergy to magic.
I remember the Azadi.
Being a talking bird in a place where they hunt magicals for sport, boy, let me tell you,
Maybe later. I need to find a way out of here.
New character unlocked. Hey, tell me all about Crow, a wisecracking magical bird. April Ryan. They saved the balance, united and reconciled shortly before April's death. Crow still believes April's alive. She's not. Unless if that was all elaborate
Hey, do you remember meeting me in a dream?
distraction.
I remember dreaming about
I
you
think the redheaded
last
girl might be like her
Wait.
reincarnation or something.
How do you know about my dream?
It was my dream too.
You're invading my dreams now?
Well, I assume everyone in the prison
Oh,
camps
God
has been
of
exterminated
Ravens, I
or
hope you didn't see the one with the chickens and,
Did Abnaxus say anything more after I left?
the lumpy fella who looks like he's been repeatedly beaten with an enormous ugly stick? Yes, he did. To be honest, I can't follow what he says half the time, but it was something to the effect of, "Bring her here. You will have brought her here. You will bring her here. You had to have will be," etc., etc., etc. I believe the basic
Abnaxus
theme
is
was,
great.
you know, something about bringing someone somewhere. But don't hold me to that.
That place in the dream. Where is it?
You're asking me? I have no idea. I had a dream, that's all. It was a big white space. That could be literally anywhere. I'm guessing the North Pole?
I don't think that's it.
The South Pole?
Abnaxus said something about the children of the Purple Mountains. The Ula.
I don't think I've met them.
You never heard of them. But the Purple Mountains, those should be easy to find.
Okay, I don't think. I thought Ben
you know where it
Rime
is?
was somewhat
No, but
magical.
come
Is she just a
on,
normal human
Purple
then?
Mountains. Most mountains are gray or white. Not a whole lot of purple ones around. I'm sure they'll be easy to spot.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we'll need some
Nice
help.
shadow work on the bird
We?
here.
Look, I don't know where this "we" thing came from. I am doing just fine on my own. Also, I definitely don't need another adventure. I'm done with adventures. From now on, I'm an unadventurous bird. No, you go off and find help for yourself. It's nice seeing you again.
Abnaxus told you to bring me there.
In a dream. A dream. If I was going to start taking advice from my dreams, I'd be in a whole heap of troubles.
It wasn't just a dream. It was a vision.
Dreams, visions, nightmares, hallucinations, they all belong under the same general heading of really bad ideas.
Well, I don't have anything else to go on, so I guess that's where I'm heading. The Purple Mountains. Why are you living here, Crow?
Where else would I go? I'm a bird between nests. I haven't quite figured out my future yet. Basically, I'm homeless. Don't look at me. Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm homeless too. That's why I have to do this.
Right.
I need to fix things.
Fix what?
Reality,
Amber
dreams,
waves of green.
the world, my life. Something, anything, everything, I don't know, whatever I'm supposed to be doing to just get back to being me.
I can totally relate to all of that.
I wonder if they hand-did the shadow for this scene, because, like, it looks better than Crow's model, if that makes sense. Crow's model still looks really good. I think this game looks great. I like the stylized look they took for everything.
Hey, Crow, can you
Because
check
you don't
out that
actually
metal
often
thing
have
out
lighting
there?
like this in the room.
What? The door handle I removed in order to get some privacy and... Oh.
Seriously?
One door handle coming right up. I mean, down.
Thanks, Crow. Good way to force you to interact with Crow. Hey. Door handle.
It must have fallen off, and Crow picked it up because... shiny? I don't know, he's a bird, they're inscrutable.
Need more yams.
This handle goes in the door. Door opens, Zoe gets out of here. Everyone wins. It must have fallen off, and Crow picked it up because...
Have you found a
shiny?
way out of here yet?
I don't know, he's a bird, they're inscrutable.
This is going to end well. I like her Mercuria costume, or Arcadia costume, but she's also in Mercuria. Squares and rectangles. Cloud chips. Scary ass Azadi.
I thought you were staying put.
In this godforsaken pigeon's nest?
Arcadia still has like Narnia time, but I forget how that works with
catcher and not having any adventures.
her
It was
dream
fun for a while,
projecting.
but I'm ready to live again. So what exactly is this thing we're doing?
Finding someone who can help me get to the Purple Mountains and the first dreamer.
And what kind of adventure are we talking about here? A light stroll along safe, well-lit streets, camping out in the woods under mostly clear skies? Facing potentially life-threatening dangers on perilous mountain paths?
I'd say that last one is a distinct possibility.
Oh, great. That's great. Already regretting this.
The sign here. Journeyman is closed, but all patrons and well-wishers are welcome at the Rooster and Kitten. Ulvik the Ever-Thirsty.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
Is there a plan, or are we just winging it?
Winging it. Going to the Rooster and
Depends.
Kitten.
Are the rebels still around?
I've heard mentions of rebels, yes, mostly preceded by cursing and followed by loud calls for slit throats and severed heads.
That's our plan then. Find the rebels. Any idea where we can find the rebels?
I've only been back a couple of months and I've mostly been nesting, so no idea.
Great. Wait, nesting? Isn't that something only—
Stop! Let me stop you right there. And let's never speak of this again.
What's this?
Is she going to comment on it?
Closed, but all
Get so many good lines from Kian about the rooster and kitten.
On Iread Avenue near Southgate. And here's a drawing of a rooster and a kitten, just to avoid any confusion, I guess.
That's right. A pussy riding a kitten. On a cock. A rooster. Is it just me, or is that,
Not just you.
Good.
Good.
Well, this is as good a clue as any.
So yes,
to
what?
The cock and the rooster and kitten, we go. This is crazy. I'm really, really here. And I remember it all.
Oh, okay.
I keep overhearing
the earlier
people
acts,
about the
there's...
reaping. This must all be...
They really double down on it with
I'm
Kian.
back. And it wasn't a crazy coma dream after all.
There's the giant statue of the black cock inside of the bar.
I have to say, I'll be relieved when they're finally done with all this construction
It's
work.
connected to the pipes. Looks
Just to make sure you got it,
steampunk,
yeah.
Very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains after I get some proper directions.
I like how now this is in daytime and things look different from Zoe's perspective versus Kian's always doing nightly subterfuge.
I smell them. Do you not smell them? That foreign spice. Magic.
Ew.
It warms my heart to see
Fucking
you
racist.
standing before me. Standing up for what's...
I fit right in with the locals.
The giant computer pipes.
So
Wonder
what
if that
have you
was
been
their
up to since I
plan
last
for
saw you,
the
Crow?
engines
Like I
and
said, after we parted ways,
Dreamfall: The Longest
I woke
Journey.
up in Sadir. I have no memory of
Or
how
they
I
didn't
got
know where
there.
they were going with it until
I
this
spent
game.
some time living wing to beak on the streets,
But I like it.
disguised as a common cockatoo. That didn't go so well. I truly hate other birds, foul-brained tits. Eventually, I got help and found a ride back to Marcuria. Then I moved into the Journeyman, then I met you, then we went off on adventures together. But enough about me. What about you? What have you been up to?
Oh, you know,
mostly.
coma.
That sounds nice. Was it nice?
Wouldn't recommend it, no.
I have to admit, I'm quite relieved there's less sorcery about these days. Makes life a bit more predictable.
You don't know what you're
More,
I'm sorry?
Kickstarter backers, presumably.
There's no more wind.
I like their style. Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back.
Comparable with wind and water.
I love the lines they have for the Kickstarter backers, too. I feel like I played a lot of games. Pillars of Eternity 1 was probably the most, like, cringy and distracting in terms of including Kickstarter contributions. They did a much better job of it in the second game.
People look friendly enough, but I only see humans, no magicals. What happened to them?
A little sorcery? Never heard
At least it became easy to ignore in the first Pillars game.
That's what they are. The emissary, that Raman person. Even better.
Yeah, I can happily run past guards now. Wonderful.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not. What can you tell me about Marcuria? What's changed?
A lot.
Not much. They burned down Old Town. The Azadi have laid metal tubes everywhere. There are thousands of rats.
I noticed that. What are they for?
Tiny pets, I'd imagine.
Not the rats, the tubes.
Gymnastics?
I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains after I get some proper directions.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tube network.
In Pillars 1, when you stroll into town to do a quest, you click on the wrong NPC and you peer into the mind of darkness, dementia, Ravenway. Yeah, exactly.
So,
at least in Pillars 2, they
pretty good.
They did some collaborating where the writing team still wrote the stuff, right?
Efficient.
First of all, they picked significantly fewer backers to be allowed to add content in the game, and then I think that they required that the writers have a lot more creative control over what actually went in.
So where would the rebels be?
From what I've heard, they were pushed out of Marcuria after Old Town burned to the ground.
There must be some remaining. If the Resistance is still alive...
Probably shouldn't talk too loudly about the Resistance, Ray.
Hear that affects it.
Right.
After you play for a while, you start to realize there's a way you can tell that it's a backer, but it's very confusing if you're just playing it for the first time, because it's not presented as being at all different. And it's like, do I need to remember this? Is this going to be important for the plot later?
I'm going inside. Wait for me?
What else can a free bird do? I need the open sky over my head. Or at least a proper hole in the roof. I'll be right here. Or over there, where there's cheese and... Ooh, is that a bread crust? Don't look at me.
I'm not. I'm going in.
Doing it as a developer room is fun, too.
The Rooster and Kitten. This is it, my first stop. Hopefully someone here will know something about the Resistance.
Such a great logo.
Didn't this used to be the cock and, puss? Anyway, this is the place I'm looking for. The Rooster and Kitten. This is it, my first stop. Hopefully someone here will know.
Why isn't there any music and dancing going on, Alvic? Start the music.
A black rooster. I'm sure that means something to people here. Or, well, sometimes a cock is just a cock. A black rooster. I'm sure that means something to people here.
Ulvik, buddy, give me some of these yams. Ah, Zoe doesn't like yams. Unplayable.
That must be Ulvik the ever thirsty. He does look like he could drink a lot.
Welcome to the Rooster and Kitten.
Hey, greetings. Well,
that's cool, sir.
Met?
What?
What? I don't know. I'm foreign.
I'm from France.
From where
you do the Star Trek solution and just say you're from
I can't quite
Europe.
place the accent.
I wish I'd taken those improv classes now. I have no idea. Say something. Say anything.
Oh, there's been a dearth of these dialogue options in this this book so far. This is one of my favorite things about Dreamfall chapters. I completely missed that they were missing.
I'm just going to wing it.
I feel like this is an exposition. They need to get across a lot of story info.
I'm from the north.
Oh,
north
sorry, I saw that too later.
Far north.
Is that so? Across the border mountains then, I reckon?
Across them and across the next ones too. Do you know the Arctic Circle?
Can't say I've heard of it.
Inside that circle, it's quite desolate and cold.
Right. Well, I'm not a man who enjoys cold weather, me. Or the warmer the better. So what'll it be today?
I am the opposite.
I'm sorry, what?
You can always add more layers. You can only remove so many.
By that question, even though by all appearances this is a drinking establishment. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it my demeanor? Do I not appear appropriately barkeepish?
No, you're absolutely barkeepish. You exude publicanism. Drinks.
It's great.
There appear to be festivities going on in the city. When in Rome, what do you order in an old-timey tavern? Beer. These clothes are warm and itchy, and I'm in dire need of refreshments.
You're sweet and fruity.
I wouldn't say no to a festive drink with a tiny umbrella in it.
I beg your pardon? Why would liquid need cover from the rain?
Beer.
Should have seen that one coming. Do you have something tall and sweet and not too strong? preferably with pieces of fruit attached to it.
How about a mug of watered-down apple cider with an onion in it?
Sure.
That also works.
Are you certain you're in the right place?
Not at all.
Honesty. Ha! I like it. It's all too rare these days. From your attire and well, all of you, I'd say you're probably looking for a place up High Hall, not down
All of
here
you.
dockside. This is a rough neighborhood and, well, you do stand out in my usual crowd of ne'er-do-wells. And
Give
standing
me a
out
Pepsi
is always
free.
a good thing these days.
Did anyone play the Telltale Back to the Future game? They got like some voice actor who does a spot-on Marty McFly impression, didn't they?
I'm certain this place has some connection with the Resistance. I should keep him talking. Maybe he's right, or maybe he's just trying to get rid of me. I can always explore for a bit and come back later.
Does it feel like... Because like the Ghostbusters video game felt like Ghostbusters 3. I don't know if the Back to the Future game felt like Back to the Future 4.
No, this is my kind of place. I'm into dives. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Oh, that's the nicest thing anyone said about my pub in a long time.
Really? Maybe it's a language thing.
So what else can I help you with, young lady?
Ooh.
The city has changed quite a bit since my last visit. Fewer non-humans and more pipe work. It's been a while since I was here last. What's new?
Given your age, pardon me, I didn't mean to presume. Perhaps your last visit wasn't so long ago.
Oh, a year and a half, at least.
At least? Well, there's no old town anymore. They burned the ghetto to the ground and shipped non-humans off to the islands. Also, the Azadi have built a network of metal tubes. It's everywhere. No one knows what it's for, but there it is. It's supposed to make things efficient. And they finished their tower. It's cordoned off until next week's grand ceremony, but it's an impressive structure. Tallest in all the Northlands, they say.
I saw this pub was not called the Rooster and Kitten the last time I was here. Didn't this used to be the...
Oh, the cock and puss. Someone's bright idea of a joke. Oh, we all get it. The cocky cockerel with a permanent frown on his face. Clever wordplay. Look at us, aren't we punny?
Yeah, wait, what?
I didn't approve. Too clever for its own good. But the painting of a tiny pussycat with a big smile riding on top of a proud capon. That idea I could get
I love
behind.
it.
It's sweet.
It's family friendly.
It's sincere. It's family friendly. It's how I like my clientele to see me.
That's fun.
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder if the Azadi still have a big presence in Marcuria.
A dive bar is like a shitty bar. It's like run down. But sometimes it's charming because the beer is usually really cheap. And it attracts a different kind of clientele.
The Azadi are still running the city?
Oh, they're
Yeah,
not.
that he thinks it's family friendly.
The council runs the city. The emissary is... she's an advisor. Her advice is invaluable. Of great value to all of us.
Sounds like a good arrangement. And the soldiers everywhere?
For our protection and benefaction. They keep us safe from enemies.
It's cool seeing the front that he puts on to people he doesn't trust.
From rebel terrorists and the like.
I've only seen humans so far. There used to be blue people, furry people, non-human people. Where are they? Where are all the magical races?
Oh, you don't know? Well, you are foreign. They've been, what's the word? Repatriated to their original homelands. Well, it's for their own good. Mercuria is a human city now. There's really no need for sorcery anymore. The magicals are better off in the south, I'm sure.
You don't sound convinced.
I usually hear it in a... It's meant to be charming most of the time. Like, you would say dive bar for a bar that you might actually want to go to, but it's kind of warning someone that it's a little shitty. Yeah, only slightly negative, if not neutral. You would probably use a different word if you were describing a bar that was actual garbage that you didn't want to go to.
There's some sort of festival going on. The Reaping? I could use a primer. I keep hearing about the reaping. Reap Moon, Feast of Reaping.
Unglamorous, that's a good
this
word.
is why you came to Mercuria.
Yes, I did. This is the reason for the coming to Mercuria, but...
Sometimes it means, like, legit.
I didn't read the literature before booking everything, and, well...
The reaping is the harvest festival. It's when the farmers bring their produce to the city markets. We celebrate this occasion with an entire month of reveling, culminating in the Feast of Reaping on Reap Moon's Eve. It's a giving of thanks to the earth and sky, the balance, the gods and goddesses, for providing food for the dark months ahead. And it's a fantastic excuse for eating and drinking as much as you can stomach.
He mentioned something about a ceremony at the tower. What's the grand ceremony about?
It's the official unveiling of the Tube Network. I reckon it's where they'll tell us all about how things will be efficient in the future. The ceremony's taking place next week, on the day of the feast.
Like how he says efficient,
the
capital
emissary
E.
probably thought it'd contribute to the celebrations. Won't make much of a difference to us Mercurians, to be honest. We'll still eat too much, drink too much, and pass out in the gutters when the sun rises. I mean, it's tradition, and tradition must be honoured.
I wonder why they're flying those kites above the city. Are the red kites significant in some way?
Kites? You mean the dragons? They're traditional, but it's frowned upon. See, these days they're more of a symbol. They represent magic. The balance, the drag kin. And they represent resistance to the Azadi, to the new laws, to the exile of magicals. If you're caught with a dragon, or even if you stand too close to someone flying a dragon, the guards will arrest you. You will be punished. Best to ignore them and avoid trouble, because that's what those dragons are. Trouble.
If this place has a connection to the Resistance, this man would know. Hopefully he won't kick me out if I ask. What do you know about the Resistance? You know, rebels. Rebel movement. The magical...
Oh, that's cool.
insurgency? No?
We don't discuss terrorists here, madam.
Oh. Right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... I was just curious.
Tell you what. There's someone you might want to talk to over in the smithy in City Green. It's on the far side, close to the gate into the booms. Go knock on the door. Tell them you're there to inquire about the library.
Really, same in German. I wonder why.
But now I'm afraid I have some work to do. I've been neglecting my other customers for too long.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for all your help.
Visit the smithy in the City Green. Okay. Yeah. I like their Dryakean phrase in this. To Wikipedia. What is the etymology of dragon and kite? Actually. Oh, Crow's not here. He's somewhere. There he
I got
is.
a lead on the Resistance. While I'm looking into that, there's something I want you to do. A mission.
Mission is my middle name. No, that's not true. It's Edward. No, also a lie. I just always wanted to be an Edward.
Crow, Edward Crow?
I need a bird's eye view of things.
Are you trying to get rid of me, Zoe?
Of course not. But I'll feel much safer if you're watching out for me up there while I'm following up on our lead down here.
I feel a swelling in my chest cavity that can only mean one thing.
Pride?
No, an imminent burp. But I will do this thing that you ask of me, and I will feign pride if you need me to.
Knock yourself out.
Geronimo! Except in reverse. A minareg.
So I still have a map. Gotcha. And City Green is B. So that's off to the left. Okay.
I fit right in with the locals. I like their style. Maybe I can introduce a line of Arcadia-influenced fashion when I get back.
So, how's business?
The Arcadian pointy hats.
I mean,
Somewhere on the green.
I must admit, how? I mean, farmers...
Got the effigy.
They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book.
Oh, pyres for celebrations or human sacrifices. One of the above. Golden. It looks like they're getting ready to celebrate Reap Moon's Eve. Honey and sungrass jam. Yummy, probably. Elguan meadow muffin sweet paste. Wait, what?
Meadow muffin?
Jams. Is it safe to bring back food to Stark? Is that even possible? Probably not. Oh, jams. Goldenberry conserve.
Okay, now let me go.
Honey and sungrass jam. Yum.
I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations.
Can I bob for yams?
Apple bobbing. Flashback to birthday parties and childhood crushes. Nothing beats half-eaten apples floating in murky water for awkward preteen courtships. How do these traditions cross the divide between worlds? It's fascinating.
Kites were invented in China where they usually depicted dragons. Oh, that's pretty cool. Neat. Thank you for checking Wikipedia.
Elguan meadow muffin sweet paste. Wait, what?
English derives from a Germanic word describing a type of owl.
People look friendly enough, but I only see humans, no magicals.
Beware magicals.
I can tell from the etching that this man is dodgy. Honor Hilaris. What kind of name is that? A very dodgy name is what that is. They look shady. What did they do? Steal a magic hammer or something?
So there's the Abnaxus Tower, which I don't think is where they want me to go. Excuse me.
Rustic. Like something out of a Miyazaki movie. I could see myself living here.
It's fair.
I don't think anyone's living here, but it can't hurt to check. I don't think anyone's living here, but it can't hurt to check.
It seems sufficiently dodgy. Definitely want to give your kid a villain name. Said it's on the green, right?
What are those called again? Old Wayne, Alwang, something like that. They're docile, like giant hippos. Wait, are hippos docile or are they deadly?
Deadly.
I think deadly. Great. Ye old smithy. No, that's not what it says. It just says blacksmith. This is not a Renaissance fair, Zoe.
No magical medieval town without a blacksmith. That much I know.
Isn't isn't pronouncing it ye incorrect? That it's supposed to be the thorn? Like it's supposed to be the, just a different letter was used for it? Yeah. No, maybe this is right.
There's no one home.
Maybe not. Although, are there other doors I can knock on?
This can't be the right door.
It's also not thou, it's you.
Hello, I'm here about the library. I know, it's a weird opener, but I was told that this is... Okay, we're
Gate opening sound
going
effect.
inside.
Classic. Through.
Hami knows.
Knows what, exactly?
That Kian is alive. And Shadow knows what else he told the General.
They spoke.
My men saw the general entering.
I'm trying to make a list of all of the stock sound effects we run into in video games. I have a text file, I just haven't gone to the trouble of getting them all downloaded and put on the stream deck.
Ferdows, I believe his name is. He's nowhere to be found. Hami must have stowed him away somewhere. A witness.
So he knows that you've lied
The
to him.
bone crunching sound effect was the one that made me want to start doing it in Darksiders.
He knows why and what we're planning.
Yes, Hami is as clever as a rock snake and twice as deadly.
We need to get rid of him. Mother Utana, too. He must have told her.
They're thick as thieves. The only question is, have they informed the first?
Not without more evidence. There's still time.
You're speaking of assassination.
What else would you suggest? We crossed the line long ago, Vamon. There's no way back.
I can't just walk into Hami's cell and cut his throat.
It needs to look like an accident. The ceremony.
It's a week from now. We can't afford to wait.
We can't afford to be hasty.
It's Wilhelm.
Until he has concrete evidence of our treachery, the General will continue his investigations. The ceremony, then. We kill them both and make it look like the work of the Resistance.
But if he acts before then, I need to be ready. I need to inform those who are loyal to...
Hush. Come here, my sweet. Don't worry. We will survive this. We always survive. We've worked too hard to fail now. The engine will be ours. The Northlands will be ours. The General's men will pull back to Azadir. The Council will not mount another campaign. They cannot afford it. They lack the support of the people. And then we return in triumph, carrying the light of the goddess, and we destroy our enemies. We rule Azadir, as we've always planned. We will not fail, my love. I will be Empress, and you, my supreme commander. This is the
I think we're meant to see the same puppet master behind the actions in Stark and Arcadia. This is the bone crunching sound effect. It's in everything. Drives me crazy when I hear it. I cannot take anything seriously if it plays that.
What is this place? Where are you taking me? Can someone please say something? You are the Resistance, right? You know, instead of abducting me, you could have just asked nicely. I would have come with you. I wanted to come with you. Not talking? Fine. Take me to your leader. I've always wanted to say that.
Shepard's busy. She'll talk to you later.
So now you are speaking to me? Good. I'd like to... Wait. I remember that man. Isn't that...
Stop talking. Keep walking.
Hey.
But I know him.
Shut up.
Paths converge.
Absolutely not. No. You cannot leave Mercuria now. If you go to Kian...
What if they find you? They'll kill you.
So they kill me. I understand the risks, Enu.
I know you want to protect him, but he is one child. If you end up dead, what do we do?
You carry on. You're stronger now. You can fight them.
You know that's not true. The General has brought more troops from Azadir. Our situation is precarious.
I'll go with him and make sure he stays alive.
What? You will not.
And we lose the both of you? We were lucky we didn't lose more people when Old Town burned. It's only a matter of time.
Well, they give me the little white thing, be like, we're referring to your event flag if you didn't notice it.
I'm as soft-hearted as a ziddling schoolgirl, and Bip's my friend too, but I agree with Shepard. We can't risk it. I mean, we don't even have a healer anymore. How long is Naane gonna rot in that cell?
Until she shrivels to dust. She betrayed us.
Rot in that cell?
Oh, you know, I'm so sick of hearing about traitors this and betrayal that. We're wasting our time fighting each other instead of...
It's not just about the boy. If I go to Kian, to the camps, I will find evidence of what they're doing to the magicals. And if General Hami and Mother Utana learn the truth of what's being done to innocent creatures, perhaps they'll...
Creatures?
He didn't mean it like that.
Creatures
right,
in like
Kian?
the Dungeons and Dragons sense.
He didn't mean it like that.
He's shown that he doesn't consider magicals to be people. We still remember that child-molesting Azadi officer you let go.
Hey, I, like, tortured the shit out of him.
Women, children, the defenseless. If Hami and Utana learn the
Stabbed
truth,
him in the
they
foot.
may have a change of heart. They may pull their support. We can't win this war on our own. Vamon and Sahya are too strong. With Hami's men on their side, they'll be unbeatable. But if we undermine this support, even if Hami does not join our side, our chances will improve. Force me to stay, and we only delay the inevitable. Let me go, and we could win this war.
You don't make it easy for me to lead, Kian. But maybe it's time I let you make the decisions. I won't stand in your way.
I don't like this one bit. When are you leaving?
Right away. If I can sneak on board a cloud ship leaving for the islands tonight.
So they're gonna
which means there's not a lot of time.
cross paths for very long. Okay, that's how it worked in the second game.
Go be a hero or whatever.
Yeah, that one chapter, Crossroads, where April, Zoe, and Kian all ran into each other.
I've spent more time with Enu since I spared that officer's life, mostly because Likho's been avoiding me like the Dalmari plague.
That thing I said about being a hero or whatever,
Kian goes
that
west.
came out all wrong. I'm sorry, It's scary how easy it is to forget about individuals when you're so wrapped up in fighting for the so-called greater good. There's all this talk about our cause and the big picture, and you have to go. That's what makes us people. It's not really about the greater good, it's about all those little goods that we do every day to each other. And this is that greatest little good of them all. One boy's life. It matters. And I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me, Enu. But thank you.
Just don't die. That's all. Don't die and I'll be fine.
Shepard's always been the heart and soul of the Resistance, but she's taken a step back lately, leaving me to make the difficult decisions.
There's nothing more to be said. You've made your case, Kian, and I cannot argue, even though I still...
What's Blind Bob?
The General's keeping this place operational. He's tireless, and louder by the day. Must be his hearing.
So,
Oh
you're
shit,
heading
it's
off
way
on a
too close to
little
him.
cruise across the sea, are you? I know Shepard has her reservations, but I'm with you on this one, boy. We can try and preserve the status quo here for as long as possible, or we can go and do something foolhardy and dangerous, and maybe win this war. So, get your ass to
He likes
Kian.
talking to my throat.
Save that boy, find the evidence, and come back with your limbs intact. Or at least most of them. And let's end this thing, once and for all.
I shall try.
So when is your shepherd going to talk to me? I don't need to be...
Normally I'd join in the questioning, but I don't have the time now.
Forget it. It's a long story, what's the point?
Whenever we bring someone in, they're questioned in there.
Everyone's time.
If they refuse to answer, they're brought downstairs. Not everyone's comfortable with the screams. There are still enough books here to fill hundreds of long evenings and sleepless nights. I've read a number of them, though many are written in languages I've yet to learn.
Hey, it's
I've
the
been
White
told
Dragon.
that this is the White of the Draikin, the White Dragon, an important part of the ancient faith of the Order of the Balance.
You met her in the second game, and I guess the first game, but...
The symbol of the magical resistance. A dragon, or Draikin as they're called in the mythology of the Balance. It's a powerful icon. Most of the books were burned or otherwise damaged. Some were stolen, removed, hidden away. My favorite stories are travelers' tales, describing journeys across the Northlands, Southlands, and the islands, places I've yet to visit. I also enjoy some of the books about food preparation. The illustrations are often mouth-watering.
Do they make yams? I love how little shit like that, it seems like that's almost a cheat code. Particularly in video games with the way dialogue can be repeated, you know, like stuff like Garrus and the calibrations line and then making a meme out of it in Mass Effect 3. Even though it was just kind of like his default text when you would talk to him and he didn't have anything to say.
You're not leaving without me.
You're needed here, Likho.
Those prisoners, they are my people.
Imprisoned by mine. This is almost certainly a suicide mission. If the Resistance loses us both, they stand no chance against the tower.
If you die, I will celebrate your death. But I will never be their leader. You've proven yourself. They need you. Go and stay alive. For them. For all of us.
You still plan to kill me after?
Of course.
Well, I wouldn't want to miss that.
Oh, I was absorbed. I didn't really realize that we switched from Zoe to...
There's no time for that.
Kian. No. And Zoe's nowhere to be found. Nice. What a good friend Likho is, right?
They're bringing magicals through that gate and onto the cloud ship. That cloud ship's headed to Kian with a new batch of prisoners. I must get on board.
Find a way on board the cloud ship. Okay. Familiar dock. That's cool. So close. Couple stock bird noises here. Not the red-tailed hawk one.
In a few minutes. What do you want? You're not supposed to be. In a few minutes, I think. It's fully loaded. Barely any room in the hold.
Is that the last of the magicals, then?
From the ghetto, yeah. I mean, there are still stragglers.
Can't inspect them, but I have to wait for them to stop talking.
Like they're actual people and not animals. That's disgusting.
Gross.
Oh, well, they're not really animals, are they? They're like intelligent. At least some of them.
No, they're filthy animals. Good riddance to them.
Well, I don't know. I had a long conversation about farming with a Domari last year at the Rooster. She seemed nice.
You'll want to be careful talking about your love for the magicals. There's a reason they're being shipped off to the camps, you know.
Right. Never mind.
Anyway, you should be up there keeping watch, not down here talking to me.
There's like a lever right next to him.
What are you doing? You know, I'm standing right here.
You are, aren't you?
That lever operates the portcullis.
Good. Just looking away.
Hey, we got a rebel here!
Yeah, you don't know I'm a rebel. Maybe I just like levers. Oh, I gotta do something with him first. Ah, okay. Combat! So glad they dropped it for this one. It's funny to hear that they promised no combat and no stealth in this game.
Kian? Where are you? Oh, no, no. You're not going after him. He's not your responsibility. None of this is on you, Kian.
It's not just the one life, Anna. It's not just Bib. The Azadi take the magicals to the islands. They're not given passage to the Southlands. They never come back. It's all a lie. The old and the young families sent away to die, forgotten by everyone. That ends now. I refuse to forget. The Resistance will persevere without me. I'm not really one of them. I never was, I never will be. I'm a Zadi.
You're a Zadi. So what? I'm not saying what they're doing is acceptable, but are you going to free every magical on your own? Take on the entire Zadi army single-handed? You're being stupid and emotional, and you're being selfish. You're leaving us when we need you the most. You're leaving me. Again.
What do you mean by...
My name isn't Anna. I use a different name in every city. It's safer that way. In Sadir, I was Elena, but I never told you my name. You don't recognize me. That's fair, I've changed. You haven't, except for the, you know, it's a good look for you.
You're the girl I saved from Vamon's gang.
Yeah, I'm the girl.
Interesting.
What, that's it? I spent every day these past 20 years thinking about you, and I'm the girl. Oh, I feel so special now.
Forgive me, Anna. Elena. I do remember you. Vamon was trying to...
Hurt me. And they would have killed me too if it hadn't been for you. You risked everything and you stood up for me. That was the first time anyone had shown me any kindness.
Wonder if they were intending there to be some mystery around her, or if people theorized this at the end of the first two books.
For years, until I was forced to leave Sadir. But I knew I'd find you again someday, Kian.
That was a long time ago. I was a different person.
No, you were a different person in between, but now... Now you are the boy I knew from all those years ago.
Oh, I like that.
The boy with his eyes and heart wide open. The boy who risked his life for others. The boy who... Oh, gods damn it. This is why you have to go. Not because you're a Zadi, or because you're the Apostle, or the great hero of the Resistance, or because of your goddess, or because you're selfish. You have to go because this is who you are. The boy who saved my life.
Will you help them while I'm gone?
This isn't my war, Kian.
Maybe not. But it is
I imagine that's part of the experience, though, of an episodic game like
this,
is trying to, like, put some stuff out there that people are talking about in between episodes.
I didn't. Will you help the Resistance in my absence?
Fine. Fine. I'll help them.
As much as I like to binge media...
You're not pulling away this time.
What was that for?
For love, you idiot. I've loved you since you lifted me out of that gutter and saved my life. I've loved no one else.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
It's taken me over
Tell you
20
about
years
Kian, sorry.
You'd better
it could be
fucking come
platonic
back, or believe
BFFs.
Me, Kian, I will go to the first mountain and drag you back, kicking and screaming, to the world of the living.
The Code Whisperer. Brilliant. Was this not? I must have gotten confused. Oh, something on this side, maybe? Ah. Alright, I'll look around. It seemed like where they wanted me to go. I was gonna say, I like binging media, but I know a lot of people complain about like modern streaming shows not dropping the whole season at once, but stuff like WandaVision I think was better with the delay.
The wreaths are part of the Harvest Festival
The
tradition.
community experience of talking about it and theorizing was a big part of the fun, I think.
Who's there?
They're keeping Ireed Avenue closed at night, and the Tower Square remains...
There's like another
inaccessible
interactable back there?
ceremony.
Okay, I'll go check again. Oh, that's so weird. I wish I could record this. When I look at the sky, the buzzing from the interference is different than when I look straight ahead. Why? That's so strange. Oh, I see. Thank you. I didn't realize that was an interactable door.
Hey, there's no walking on a wall at night.
So...
Civilian, you're in violation of martial law.
Yeah, I would agree, Yukipo. I'm sad that I binged season 3 of Twin Peaks. Like, that works pretty well, binging it, but it would have been great to have been watching it and having to wait a week at a time and discussing it with people. Twin Peaks Season 3, the best movie of the 2010s decade. Just is 18 hours
Kian,
long.
Do not leave without me! Quick, pull me up!
Albert Likho.
Take my
Oh,
hand.
I didn't listen to what his thoughts were on it.
Why did you pull me up?
You begged me to.
You're infuriating.
Because I pulled you up.
Because you continue to give me no reason to hate you.
Aww.
Aside from
friendship is
murdering
magic,
your
Likho.
father in front of you.
Well, aside from that...
Assume that's the common decision. Spent like the first hour of the first episode trying to pick the unpopular decision and then decided against it. But I guess it was neat seeing... I don't know how different Zoe was. Like, does she need to get the dream machine to get all her memories back, or does she kind of just have them? If you didn't pick that option that nobody picked at the very beginning. All your decisions have been recorded for book 4. Oh, I thought we had significantly more to go. Okay, well, this will be nice. I can credit and Yukipo your bank so that you'll get book 4 sooner. Action decisions you've made. Change the course of your journey in important ways. Here's what you did. 98% opened up to others. Huh. I don't know if I even remember that choice. Turn the tools. Oh no. 53%. So when was the point of no return for that? I drug the rat with cheese. Even cheese. You could do something other than that to catch the rat? Could you have used the yams, I guess? Threw my dreamer at the man in the suit. Who was he? Kidbot helped me escape. 20%. Oh, so I wasn't... So is that just a consequence? Was I able to save Kidbot? No, 20%. Your rat catching skills will matter little in the grand scheme of things. Pretty status with Reza in Iceland. I asked for something fruity and I got an onion. That's life, I guess. Your choice will probably have no consequence whatsoever. What did you expect? I wonder if they panicked if they got to the end of the book and they were like, shit, we didn't do a bunch of those dialogue options. Let's drop some more in there. I couldn't just leave Likho behind. Choice will have major ramifications. Nice. So we're going to get to the natural stopping point of the beginning of book 4, I think, since I'm always nervous about the way the game saves. And we'll stop here. It's good. I have something HOA related tonight, and I was worried I was going to go way over time and miss it, so... Or be, like, pressed for time to make it, so... I guess it's just book 2 that's super long? According to how long to beat, anyway. reaping. Everyone's celebrating. Crow.
Zoe?
Because of the puzzles.
Zoe?
Stoned goats.
Zoe?
Oh, really?
Zoe?
Where do people get stuck in that one? I was just like, I have to use these. Did the Kung Fu bot do anything, or was that just for the game over scene when you try to use it? "100% a red herring." Okay.
Shoo, bird.
Oh,
I was pretty much just basing it on, like,
hairy lug.
What in Charles' name?
Limited things to interact with and limited bots to
You arrived with that
use.
Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
And the catch bot was really bizarre. I don't understand why that worked, but I mean, I guess I get it in hindsight, but I was like, there's only one thing to catch, and it's the golf ball.
The nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
No kidding.
She's not misplaced. She's with the Resistance.
The Resistance. So she did find the rebels, and she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
Well, to be fair,
Feels like an
girl, it
adventure
wasn't
game throwback.
entirely,
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue! So, where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend. Do you know the old Sentinel Library outside the city? It's in ruins now, but beneath it, in the Enclave, you'll find your girl.
This is shoes before.
Unless they took her head, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
I think Gamer Brain saved me there, because, like, the scanner thing made no sense. Because, like, the 3 bot things you can scan are... They don't do anything. So I was like, okay, well, why is this here? I didn't put it there for no reason when it's something I can use items with. I could see getting stuck on that too, I guess.
In bed sheets and pillows.
You are fortunate to be alive, girl. Who are you? Why
I
do
probably
you
got
ask
more stuck on the
questions about
ghosts.
Resistance?
On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. Deny everything? Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. I'll keep it simple. Or maybe... Last time I visited, I helped the Resistance. I thought maybe you'd want to return the favor.
You helped us? I'm sorry, but I do not know you.
Zoe Castillo? I'm on your side. I'm just trying to find the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Abnaxus? Of the Venar?
I have heard of the Venar, but they left the Northlands. And Abnaxus...
Oh, I see.
Maybe a whisper. Long ago? Nothing more.
So everyone recognizes what all of the interactables are, they just don't do the right order, I guess.
Is there anyone here who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an agent of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe!
Hey,
She's Zoe!
Crow made it.
Balance.
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important mission.
I see. And who are you?
Crow. Honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan. Rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance. That's right. Here's Crow.
Oh, is he going to find out about April?
I'm me. So... Where's April?
Oh, no.
She can vouch for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as 2 chicks in a nest. I don't see April. Is she out on a mission, or sleeping in, or... Why are you both looking at me like that?
I thought you knew.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
April Ryan is dead, Bird. She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Mira the winter before last. She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow!
It seems
okay,
correct.
I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakeem, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Ugh, he's such a... Oh. Hey! Your hair, it's so pretty.
Thanks.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Likho. He vanished in the middle of the night, chasing Kian, of course. Idiots, the both of them.
And then I saw that
Maybe
Kian
this
reached
is
his
for the
hand
best.
out.
If Likho can help Kian...
Kian? Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
You know him?
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help. She has questions.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe you
Of
can...
course. No problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepard.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I am seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No
No
biggie.
biggie.
You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Really? Okay. Thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepard said...
I'm
you
trying
find
to
the Purple
find the
Mountains.
Purple Mountains. And a tribe of magical creatures called the Ula. Someone, a Vanar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Vanar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know.
I like that about Arcadia.
I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much
There's no
I don't
internet.
know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Library?
Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Vanar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
She constantly apologizes for herself. New character unlocked. What do we got here? Oh, I didn't realize we didn't have an entry before. 2191, when she was 18, she learned she was a shifter. Could open portals between the twin worlds of science and magic. So certainly just traveling the Northlands. Events led to their estrangement. Being the leader of the resistance. April was killed by Azadi soldiers in a raid on the rebel base in Mira, the swamp city. Body was burned in a traditional Mirian funeral, but her presence is still felt among the rebels. Okay, Future Marstead. This is the beginning of book 4. Crow just found out that April died, which is super sad. So it looks like the goal wants you to find him and talk to him. We eventually want to go to the library where Anu is, because she's going to read about the Purple Mountains and the Ular people, which is the quest that you're currently on, that Queenie sent you on from Stark. Kian is on a suicide mission to rescue the little boy Bip, who is taken on one of the cloud ships, presumably to one of the Azadi prison camps. So that's what's going on with that. Thanks to Yukapo and Ravanon for supporting this game with your subblock hours. I enjoyed very much. I want to see everything that Ragnar Tornqvist does, because he's great. And so is this team.